Well, a very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Flight Deck to Sim live stream. Today is the 13th of April, 2023, minutes past 5 here in the evening. And we're just about to jump back into the 757 to do a stream from Menorca to London Luton, an airport I don't believe we've actually ever flown into. We've done all the other London airports, but now, unfortunately, we are going to be able to go there for the first time. And it looks like an aircraft has spawned right on my stand just before the stream. I've actually messaged him saying, do you mind using another stand? Because he's literally just spawned on top of me, and I've got a few people on him, hopefully, to message him. I messaged him, but he's completely ignoring him. Hopefully, he'll get the message to jump shot onto another stand if it's an accident, but I've got a funny feeling it might not be. But anyway, I hope you're all doing very well. Thank you very much. I hope you all had a great Easter nonetheless. Great to see some members in here as well. Thank you very much to Positive Rate coming in with a donation straight away for £1. You've got a tendency of doing this. That's probably because he likes to mention that the livery we're having today is actually designed by him, and also the other liveries that we have for the 757 as well. But yes, thank you very much. We've got Josh in here prior to stream. A lot of members: Jonathan Woodcroft, Mattia Macheto, Mattia. Philip Reed, sorry, Tom Pascoe, Dougal's here as well. 2 tons of love, George S. Lots of people here as well. A message in from someone. Hello, can I join your flight? Of course you can, Marcin. Feel free to join the flight. But unfortunately, at the moment, I am having to deal with someone on my stand. I've messaged him telling him to move. It would seem that there's a Ryanair aircraft spawned right here, literally a minute before I started the stream. I've messaged him saying, could you please choose stand, and completely ignoring me. Let's hope by the time we get going, he'll have moved. Just obviously someone who thinks he's a little bit funnier than he actually is. But yeah, what can you do? There's just kids around here that got no better things to do than mess around. But yeah, if you can ignore it for the fact, there is a beautiful 757-200 here from Flight Factor with the newly installed RB211s. A lot of messages in asking for people, could I please fit the RB211s, because they sound much better. However, I think the Flight Factor sounds aren't as good as they could be. They sound a little bit like a racing car, but they do sound good at low-end ones, so we have got those installed, which is pretty cool. Welcome on board, Jimmy 0247 has just joined as a member. Very kind of you. Welcome aboard. You'll get all the exclusive members-only content right as soon as you get into our Discord, which will be immediately available after the thing has been synchronized. Yeah, unbelievable. Why would someone do something like that? But yeah, we've got. So I'm hoping someone's called a supervisor. I've already asked for one, but yeah, unbelievable, really. If it continues, I might just log off the network. But I'm hoping he'll go sooner rather than later. Yes, that also reminds me, I've updated the avionics suite on this. Someone said, could you please try out the avionics suite? So I did. I purchased it today. It basically gets rid of all the steam gauges and gives you a bit more of a fancy looking PFD and ND. I hope it'll be a little bit more modern. I've not flown it with this system, so hopefully it will work without, and we'll be able to get something a little bit different for the stream. Oh, can't you just literally do one? Actually, if I stay here, I can't see him. But yeah, unbelievable. I've just tried to PM him. He's completely ignoring me. Excuse me. I don't know what he's doing. But yeah, you get these absolute utter morons on VATSIM. You've all seen it on my streams. You've seen it on other people's streams. They just have nothing better to do than just to cause problems. So yeah, we'll crack on. If he's not gone, you know what, Den Productions, I am trying to get him removed, but no one seems to be coming to my assistance. I've got Dot Wallop in Discord trying to help something out, but let's hope someone will get the message here. Alright, that's not worked. I see, I don't use VATSIM. Oh yeah, thank you. Hopefully someone will come here to my rescue and get rid of this idiot. Making references to the Delta more, and yeah, we did. That was an awesome group flight we did on Saturday, by the way, guys. Really enjoyed that. Thank you very much for taking part. We look forward to the next one in a few months' time. Right, anyway, we've called for some assistance. I've not done any practice in this, so hopefully we'll do something to somehow remember what to do. I've done nothing since the last 2 months we flew in this aircraft, so let's get the battery on. I think it goes standby power to auto, external power connect. Main battery still discharging. No, I think we've got to do that. Hopefully. Oh, I've now got a message from someone. Oh, from Phoenix. I've got a message from Seattle Tower, who's just messaged in to say thank you very much. He's loving the streams. We will come please by Seattle
50,
sometime. We sure
40,
will. Thank you very much, Teddy,
30,
for the
20,
message there.
10.
Who's this coming in with a donation? Thank you very much to Burak.
Get Mariana the dam scraper for her bread dough.
50,
Thank you very
40,
much, Burak.
30,
Oh my goodness
20,
me, I know exactly what you're
10.
referring to there. Burak is just donated one of my members £20 because he's been insisting that I should get a donation for the if Mariana needs to get a dough scraper or something because she's making a lot of bread at the moment. Unbelievable. Very, very kind. Thank you very much again to Positive Rate for another donation. I've decided I'm going to do the flight. Fantastic. Nice of you to join us on this sector. Cool. So we've got the battery on. GPU is on the bus. No longer battery discharging. I think we'll put some electric hydraulic pumps on. I'm really winging this, guys. IRS to nav. What else we got up here on the up overhead panel? Another message coming in. That can't be the guy on the stand who's just messaged me. No, another Ryan has messaged me saying, thank you very much. Have a safe flight. Thank you. Oh, it's Daniel. Thank you very much, Daniel. I'm just messaging you back there. Hope you got that, Dan. Thank you very much. So yeah, let's carry up on the overhead panel. Sorry about this issues. It's a massive distraction, but I'm hoping they'll get to the bottom of what's going on there. So batteries on, external power's connected. We've got the IRSs to align. Thank you very much as well to Robert for the donation there. The motors don't go into continuous on landing and takeoff. Thank you very much, Robert Braggy, for the heads up there. So looking at the start switches, we just leave them in auto, I guess. We don't need to put them in continuous like we do on the NG. You'll see a lot of things I'm doing are completely incorrect because I'm trying to fly it like a 737 and not that of a 757. Thank you very much for the heads up there. Perfect. So emergency exit lights are armed. Engine limiters. Do I turn those on? I can't remember doing that. Well, we've cleared it. Fuel pumps, we've got 11.5 tonnes. I think we need 10 tonnes for this sector. An extra 30 minutes then if we have a few delays in Luton. There is ATC scheduled to be there later. We'll put the position lights on. Window heat can come on. Cell cool. Put the smoking signs on. Seatbelt signs on. We'll put this to auto. We're completely cold and dark. What else have we got up here? We'll put the flight deck temperatures to auto because they seem to default to off in the 7.5. We don't ever turn the equivalent selectors to off on the 7.3. Trim air we'll have on. Recirc fans. We'll put the packs to auto. APU is not running at the moment, so we'll leave that all set. Right, so in here we have the OPT. Ground-wise, I put as many passengers on as I can, 170 with the configuration that comes with the Flight Factor 757. Cargo weight, none. 11.5 tonnes of fuel. So if we go here to the charts, OFP, here's today's operational flight plan. You'll see minimum fuel required is 10.2 tonnes. So we've got an extra 1,300 kilos of fuel, is about 30 minutes or so in this aircraft here. And we're going to be cruising at 38,000 feet. The zero fuel weight should match 75.6, 75.6. So the flight plan's all looking good there. And we've connected all the usual stuff on the ground. Right, so I can't believe the guy's still there. Right, that's all set. Packs. No, that's all good. I think we're all okay up there. MCP. Right, let's get some stuff set up here. So runway heading is going to be 186. Which is set altitude, initial stop level, there isn't one. We've got flight level 380 for the cruise, so we'll just stick that up there initially. I don't think there's any way for getting clearance today, because there's only an upper airway controller on. Flight directors on. V-speeds we need to set up later, so that's all good there. Does all this automatically for me. ILS we can actually tune for our departure runway, which is going to be runway 19. Then we'll get some guidance, so I'll put that up, which is going to be 111.5. And our course, which is 188. Alright, course is all set. So I think we're all good here. Right, I think we now need to load the FMC. I think we're all okay. Right, enter RS position. So, FMC, yes. Pause in it. We are in Menorca. Lem 8. Sure, we got all the... Yeah, you get all these kind of ambient boarding noises, which are quite cool. It's a bit like the Zebra mod. So we're in Menorca. GPS position, I think we scratch in there. So hopefully we'll get rid of all the warnings. Yes, it looks like they've all aligned. I've not even looked at this, guys. He's just messaged me here. Thanks, Daniel. Another cool sign. Thank you very much, Caden. Just got your message. I just messaged you as well, Caden. Thank you. Right, we've got all this all set. So we've got 299 and 2. So we need to get the actual weather here in Menorca. That is 1007 for the QNH. So where is the EFIS panel here? Oh, I've not even looked at this, guys. Preparation is the key, yeah, for flight stream sims. Flight sim streams. QNH 1013. So this is a bit awkward. You've got to kind of like... so I remember you can click this. So let's do that. 1017 is the current... sorry, 1007 is the current QNH. That should indicate the elevation, which is 299 feet. That's close enough. The minimums, let's just set... I want radio, I want barrow. Let's just set an MFRA of 1320. This is the first time I've played with this. 1320 is... Oh, it's super sensitive. Sets that. Remember, that's the height at which will accelerate the aircraft in event of an engine failure. Let's now have a look at whether navigate airports. We'll have a bit of airport on. We don't need the waypoints. Weather radar we don't want there. So that's set for now. And now I think we can go into loading the FMC. So Menorca, exactly pretty much the same as the 737 is set up here. Let's having a look here now. Thank you for all the content, says Rennie. Started my PPL because of you. Have a great flight and thanks for everything. You're most welcome, Rennie. Thank you very much for the kind words. We've got Menorca Tower active as well, 118.2. You know what? I might actually call him up now and see if I can get the clearance and see if we can do anything about this guy on the stand as well, who's still here. Let's get the departure clearance anyway. Menorca Tower, stand 19. Perfect. Menorca Tower, hello, it's Alpaca 757, stand 19. Request departure clearance to London Luton, please. Oh god, nothing's working today. Nothing is working. 118.2. 118.2. Why can't he hear my RT? Alright, let's see if we can get the ATIS as well, at least. We've got an ATIS anyway, 129.15. Make sure everything's actually working first. I tested this yesterday. The aircraft logged in VATSIM and it was all working completely fine. I can't hear the ATIS. Great.
07. No significant change with these was Palma de Mallorca information Golf.
Menorca Tower, Alpaca 757, radio check.
I read you 5 now, mate.
That's great. Request departure clearance to London Luton, please, Alpaca 757.
757, I'll call you back shortly, mate.
Thank you. Got an aircraft on my stand. It's just spawned about 20 minutes before, after I got here, so if we could get rid of it, that'd be great, thanks.
Try my best.
Perfect. So hopefully we got someone on there. Brilliant. Thanks a lot, guys. And especially, you know, if you're joining in the flight just to enjoy the sector, it's, you know, a lot of you just want to do the flight bit, and then we have these utter...
Alpaca 757, I've got your clearance report ready, copy.
Ready to copy Alpaca 757.
Information Golf current. Expect runway 01 for departure. Meros to Charlie departure to runway 01. As I did say, initial climb is 6,000 feet and score for you 6222.
Cleared to London Luton, runway 01 for departure, Meros 2 Charlie, climbing to altitude 6,000 feet, squawk 6222, Alpaca 757.
Alpaca 757, read back correct, call ready for push.
Okay, so slight change of plan. Runway 01 in use now in Mahon. So we've got a slightly different SID, so it's quite good we did get the clearance.
181, hello.
Meros 2 Charlie, so that's quite easy for us straight ahead. So I'm just going to make sure when you get a runway change, you do some quite important things. First thing is match the runway headings on the heading bug. That's really important. 008. That is set. Thank you very much, Dougal, for the donation there.
Over 550 viewers and only 160 likes. As my Sergeant Major used to say, can do better.
Thank you very much, Dougal McTavish, for your very kind donation again. Yes, don't forget to smash the thumbs up button there. 550 likes are to be expecting at this stage, of course. Thank you very much, Dougal, for the donation. That's very, very kind. Guys, go check out Dougal McTavish's SimWings project. You can find the video link. The link to the SimWings project in my video description below, the third or fourth link down. He's helping donate and support people who perhaps aren't in a position to get a decent PC, and I think he's nearly there now to get his target for the first station. But you'll find more information on his site. Thank you very much, Dougal. Cool. So yeah, as I was saying, most important thing to forget is to match the heading, and then make sure you again update some other things. So we'll get to 110.3 now for the other ILS. Otherwise, we're going to have incorrect guidance. And the final approach route. Again, you don't have to do this. You might as well try and set this if you can. So 008, and that way you've got some guidance from the ILS for departure. And if you have to come back really quickly, you could quickly do a circuit, come back in. But otherwise, I'd be setting the nav aids to support the SID. But in the 757, I think if I leave this all in auto, it does it all for me. So that's pretty cool. Right, let's get on with this. So departures, we've just been told now it's runway 01, and we're going to be doing a Meros to Charlie. There it is. From there, we're going to go from Meros up to November 853. Why is it with the flight factor it sounds like there's a UFO or an F-16 flying past every 2 or 3 minutes? They get that cool sound effect going on.
What you want, Peter, the course on the 257 Bravo?
Wasn't me. There's another alpaca here.
Affirm Alpaca 257 Bravo, we're standing by for clearance.
257 Bravo cleared Luton, Meros to Charlie.
Oh, finally, that sim have come to my rescue.
Climb initially to 6,000 feet, squawk 6216.
Oh,
that's brilliant, thank you. So they've basically got a supervisor watching this.
Initially 6,000 feet, squawk 6216 for Alpaca 257 Bravo.
Alpaca 257 Bravo, confirm squawk 6216, 6216.
From squawk 6216.
Perfect, that's really, really good for someone to be looking at. Yeah, that's just reminded me. I've got a really bad habit in the sim. As soon as I get my squawk, I forget to set it. That's because my operator, the first officer, does it when we get the clearance. Well, technically the captain does it, but usually I'm doing other things in the sim. I keep forgetting to do that. Right, so from Bravo Romeo Yankee up on mic 733. Into Banva. And then it's an ASCII for Quebec. ASCII for Quebec. And we'll definitely expect ILS 08, and I think we'll put an ASCII transition out. We'll just join some dots up here so we've got no discontinuities. Let's just go to CF08, we can tidy that up later. Right, activate execute. Performance 75.6, gross weight 87.1, reserves with 3.1 tonnes. Cruising at 38,000, cost index 30. Guys, let me know in chat if you want ATC turning up, turning down, etc. Right, I've got no performance calculator here. I'm just going to guess this. Right, 15, CG, there we go, trim 3.9. That's set. V speeds on 31, 37, 45, perfect. 45. Oh, it's done it for me. And it's all set there. Perfect. 31, 37, 45. VREF is 130. Perfect. Right, I think it's a good time now to get the APU up and running. Oops, probably should have turned those on. Right, now... Oh, what have I done? Master caution. I'm going to upset something on this aircraft. Is that APU starting? I hope so. Right, no, I don't want to get rid of all the ground equipment because we've got the GPU still connected. Is that APU starting up? It is. I think. Yes. Fantastic. Oh, look at this one.
Menorca,
A louder air. We've got loads of aircraft here. That's really cool, guys. Thanks for joining in. And thankfully, there is no more Ryanair aircraft squad on top of it, so thank you so much for the guys on top of that. There was an Alpaca 757 here as well. They've all disappeared. Riley, can you brighten the FMC? I think that's as bright as it goes, buddy. I think it's as bright as it goes.
Cleared to Luton via Menorca to Charlie departure, runway 01, 6,000 feet, initial climb, squawk 6231.
Easy 793 back correct.
Yeah, they just got rid of him. Perfect. Thanks. And I really feel bad. The VATSIM supervisors and other staff, and they've got better things to be doing than looking after me and my stream, you know. I just can't believe we get these morons sometimes. Thank you very much, Steph and Stacey, for just joining as a member. Welcome to the channel. You get exclusive members-only content. Get to take part in the monthly group flight, and it'll be all through the members-only Discord. Thank you very much. Right, is that APU up and running? APU generator fail. What have I done? Run. Oh, Marianne's just arrived as well with some cake. Or is that? Oh, Marianne just bought cake, but it's for her, not me. Unbelievable. Right, I'm right in thinking now. I've got the APU generator on. All I have to do is disconnect the ground power. Is that correct? Just disconnect the ground power. I think someone confirmed that, but I want some double confirmation. Secondly, with this takeoff performance, I think someone said last stream, I don't push toga like in the 737. I need to push, is it thrust? And then I need to make sure we have this set to one of these, don't we? 1 or 2? I don't know. If someone in chat could get me on that, I'd know. That's how it works in the 767. Just disconnect the GPU. Thank you, Petrich. Thank you. So let's now try that. Ground removal. Well, that doesn't look very promising. Right, bus tyres are put back on. Oh my goodness. That's going to cause all sorts of issues. Packs off. Oh no. I hope that hasn't completely broken everything. Well, I did what I was told to do. Oh, stupid blade. Right, electric hydraulic pumps. Cargo doors, right, let's close all that. I think that's what happened last time in the other sim. I can't remember. Right, close all. There we go. APU bleed. Oh, please. Right, that's definitely working. APU's up and running. I press external power. What did I do? Not GPU off from the tablet. Oops. But now it is definitely off, so I think we're okay. I've got some other things which are showing hydraulic issue. Basically, I've got a pressurization or an issue with, but I think that's because the engines are not running. I hope not. Oh, it's already going downhill. Right, elevation. What's the elevation in Luton? It's going to be at 300 feet or something. I can't remember. Luton, 526 feet. Bus ties, they're on auto, that's correct. They're the engine-driven generators, I don't need those on. I think we're okay, the battery's not discharging. That's on auto. I think, guys, we're in business. Auto brake to RTO. Maybe I've now missed about the engine takeoff thrust, so I'm just going to scroll up a bit here. Deep breath says yes, I know, I need to slow down with all these problems. Switch external power. Set auto rate match the knob with the triangle, says Domino. Set the auto.
Thank you for that, Ryan 859.
Oh, I don't know. What's it saying in the FMC? It's not giving me a thrust setting. I guess I just if I push Toga, is that too much? 1.72? No idea. No idea. Right, this is a great time to spend your isolation. Well, thank you. Thank you. On the overhead, Domino's said. Oh, these? Oh, I don't know. It's a bag of tricks, this thing. Right, let's get the better pushback. Alpaca 757. Who's got a stuck mic? Sounds like a baby or something. I don't know. I hope we're not having more issues on because on my behalf.
Thank you.
What's that? Is that a VATSIM thing?
859 Romeo Parkton stand 19 QNH.
Oh, I got a stuck mic. Did I have a stuck mic?
Requesting life access to London Luton by the
Oh, I got a message saying Alpaca 7571 stuck mic. I don't think it was me. I hope it's not. Was it Daniel? Oh dear. Right, how do I connect things?
Ground to Cockpit. Tower is driving up.
Oh, Fracozavio, it's me, no problem. Oh, I got messages from someone thinking it was me.
Fine, just had a taxi. Ryanair 859 Romeo.
What's it sometimes? Is it me, or sometimes I can hear like a baby in the background? I'm not sure. Thanks for subscribing, Casper Kroll. Welcome on board.
Ready to copy Ryanair 859 Romeo.
859 Romeo. Information Golf Ground, clear to Scat, Luton, Menorca to Charlie, 01.
Ah, there's this Alpaca 757 and Alpaca 7571. Oh, that's a confusion. That's going to be, like, literally ATC would, in real life, if you had a call sign like that, they'd be contacting the company saying, change it.
6256 Ryanair 859 Romeo.
Oh, Freckles Aviation, I'll let you off the next time, but perhaps choose a slightly different call sign. Because anytime anyone's going to say...
Ready to connect.
Anytime anyone's going to go Alpaca 757... Oops. Why was the parking brake not set? They'll get confusing, but don't worry about it this time. We're cool. Right, hopefully he's all connecting up. All looking good. We're pretty much all ready to go here. It sounds like a pika. Yeah, it sounds like something.
Start calling.
Should we change our call sign to avoid confusion?
Maybe, if it's easier for you. I mean, I can see, but if you don't mind, then that would be fine.
Thanks, Freckles Aviation.
Okay, cheers.
Very good. That was a wise decision. Right, I think we'll request push and start now. Alpaca 757 stand 19 at request push and start.
Alpaca 757, pushback approved, facing south. QNH is 1007.
Push start approved, face south, QNH 1007, Alpaca 757. Perfect. So, make sure we've got the correct QNH set, which we don't. That was probably to do with the fact we lost AC power. Sometimes it can reset certain things.
Clearance is the same as the other call sign. Just call ready for push.
1007 set. I'm better do the first officers as well.
Tower,
Yeah, that's annoying.
What is it? Alpaca 257 Bravo.
What is it? I love that.
257 Bravo, pushback and start approved, facing south. Be aware of traffic. QNH is 1007.
Oh, right. I finally worked out how to do all this sort of stuff. Right, we better get the pushback going now.
Facing at South QNH 1007, Alpaca 257 Bravo.
Better pushback. Where are you?
Alpaca 4557 is ready
Ground to
for
Cockpit. Please, tell me where you want to go.
Be aware of traffic as well. Right.
Still need to get the guys. Oh my ears. Right, faces south's going to be in this direction.
Sorry, 01 for Alpaca 4557.
Oh, for goodness.
859 Romeo, stand 19, request special stop.
Oh my god, I need to fix this. Unbelievable. I need to get this fixed, guys. Right, it'll be my next priority. It's rest in peace. I don't know what causes it. If it's a little bug. I know not all users get it. Other people do. But I always get it at the moment.
Echo Tango.
Right, so now it's time to start our engines. Oh, hold on. Air conditioning packs off, anti-collision light is...
278 Star Cruise, call ready for taxi.
Parking brake is there, transponder should be out off. Right, now we can start the engines. Please work.
295 request push and start, please.
Yes. Something's increasing. Where's my N2?
Behind you, Pushback and Star Cruise, facing south. QNH 1007.
There we go, N2, let's get some fuel. Nah, I understand I need to put it all the way up to run. That's definitely sparked up, fantastic.
Parker 4557, are you texting the wrong way?
Uh-oh.
I believe you might have. Sorry about that, 4557.
Oh dear. Your ECC is not set correctly.
Yeah, go past the 257 Bravo there.
That's why it's good to practice. Basically, it's good to practice flying an aircraft prior to streaming it, but I just thought I'd wing it.
Sorry about that.
Right, starting engine number 1. At least they're starting. That's a good sign. There's 25%. I'm just basing it off of what we need in a 7.3. Yeah, there's aircraft spinning. Excellent. Oh, got messages coming in from everyone here, and oh, on the EC overhead left side undercovers.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
I've got basically people telling me what to do.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
No problem. Nothing to see here. How do I put the covers down? Oh! There we go. Has that fixed all my issues? I hope so. Left fuel system pressure. Uh-oh. Well, I expect the other ones to do with the air conditioning system. But why have I got a left fuel system pressure message? Oh my goodness me. Right. Whilst that's going on, let's get the aircraft configured. So generators on. APU, I guess if I just turn it off, I'm guessing it will disconnect from the generator.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed.
No, probes, there's no probes, auto. Engine, APU off, isolation valve. Auto, flaps 5. Right, engine
might not be aligned properly.
Oh, you pushed back a little bit early then. The fuel system I've noticed is there when the APU is running. Okay, well, have I turned that off? APU generator off. Well, no, I'm going to turn it back on. I think it'll turn off anyway. Flaps we got 5 selected, 5 recall. Left fuel system pressure. What is this? There's no. Where's my fuel things? This is all my fuel controls here. Pumps on, no fuel in the centre tank. I'm going to taxi out with the ICAS message and see if we can fix it. But if we've got any 757 pilots in chat. Oh no, it's gone. There we go. Fantastic. We're all good to go.
257 Bravo, you're back from south, yeah?
Affirm, 257 Bravo.
257 Bravo, take a ride on Echo.
Sorry, ready to taxi now.
Tango.
Thank you very much for going to the APU, but we got rid of all our master cautions.
Red Echo Hotel Tango for Alpaca 257 Bravo.
Alpaca 257 Bravo behind the
Top Vasco, nothing to see here. Yeah, all completely under control.
Mine inertia will taxi to.
So I've got a good friend of mine who's a 757 first officer, a good friend of Mariana's as well. We could have done with him today, couldn't we? Jamie. Alpaca 757 request taxi.
Alpaca 757 taxi, Delta Hotel Tango.
Delta hold short of Tango, Alpaca 757. I've just realised, guys, and apologies, I always try and do this, but because this aircraft's a little bit new to me again, I've done no briefings whatsoever. I haven't even got the charts out. I haven't even showed you where we were parked. I haven't done anything. So let's have a look here briefly at the airport info. So he's just told us to taxi straight ahead, which we're doing now, and then hold short of Tango, and Tango's the taxiway here, so we're just going to hold short there. Should be putting on the lights on here.
20.
Nose gear, that will do. Turn off lights as well.
Thanks for the welcome. See you on Discord.
Oh, thank you very much to Steph and Stacey. Yes, you did become a member shortly, and they also donated £5. You're absolutely mad. Thank you very much for your donation there. Thanks for the welcome. See you on Discord. Absolutely, we'll be there waiting for you. Guard of honour, but it's a great bunch of people we have, so thank you very much for that. Domino Mosier, tell Captain that he should set auto rate, otherwise vertical hypoxia is incoming. It's on the overhead position just above auto 1. What have I forgotten to do? Yeah. Oops. Just there, yeah. Thank you very much. If that is incorrectly set, please let me know. And thank goodness Marianne is here that saw that message, because I would have completely missed that. Otherwise, I was just testing you as per normal.
50. 40,
thank you very much,
30,
Tim Fraser, for the £5 donation. Hope you had a great day yesterday,
10.
mate. Maybe use this for a box of tissues for next time. Tim, I can't believe you did that in a public forum. Absolute fool. Thank you very much. I won't go into too much detail, guys, but it was my birthday yesterday, and the guys in Discord all grouped together and got me a little something. It was very kind. It got very emotional. But yes. What? I know what you're on about. But guys, the members here, thank you again very much. Thank you very much about that. So we're just going to hold short of Tango here. Undershot slightly. Ooh, God, the brakes here are super aggressive. Parking brake set.
Park 757 behind traffic from your right to left. Continue holding point on the 01 via Tango.
Behind the traffic crossing front, taxi holding point, runway 01 via Tango, Alpaca 757. So he's got an Alpaca call sign, but because he's in a 767, I haven't got the livery for that, so he's displayed as a louder air. Oh, thanks, guys. Yeah, happy birthday. Thank you very much. You know I don't disclose much personal information about myself, but when I ever asked a question about what my age is, and I always said I'm in my very, very late 20s. I'm now in my very, very, very early 30s, guys. So clear right, clear left. Thanks, guys. Yeah, thank you very much.
Delta in Tango.
I haven't even added any thrust yet. It's just, I think, because we're quite light. It's just scrolling. It's just scrolling. It's just crawling along quite nicely. I'm going to do a config warning, because I think this still does that like the 7.3. Yeah, there's nothing. Oh, his engines do actually sound quite good. It's just when they rev up.
859 Romeo.
Why? Why does that happen to me and not other people?
Echo and Tango should be.
They do sound good. It's just when they're at high N1 or high EPR, they sound a bit. They don't sound quite as good. Right now, they sound really nice. They do sound like RB211s, but.
So Ryanair 859 Romeo holding point.
But when they're up at above 60%, you get this awful.
7.01 by Echo and Tango and 859 Romeo.
Dougal, are you using the sound pack bus? I didn't get it because I couldn't. I downloaded it and I made a back of the other one, installed it, and it just didn't make any sounds, and I just didn't have time today to get it sorted.
Line up runway 01.
Does sound good now though. Thank you very much, Tim Crawl, who's just joined as a member. Welcome on board. You'll get all the exclusive members-only content through our members-only Discord. Thank you very much. That does look awesome. Again, go check out Positive Rate on YouTube, who made this livery for me. Absolutely wicked. We've gone fully retro. Hope I'm not going to go in the back of that aircraft ahead of us. No.
KZ78 at stand 04, request taxi.
78 holding point, runway 01 via Echo and Tango.
Holding point, runway
Get back on the
01
taxiway.
via
Just want to spool those engines up.
78.
Does sound good, doesn't it? Sweet. Right, back into the business end. Flyboy 31, can we get a wing view? You certainly can in a second. Thank you very much to Pepe is okay and Deb Swans for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. There's a wing view. Excuse the fact that some of the buildings appear to be levitating. Oh, that's really cool. You see the old disused runway as a taxiway, which is all faint on there. That's a really nice touch. Yeah, this scenery, who got this? If you look in the video description below, it is a payware airport for Menorca. You'll be able to see where it's from, but I didn't realise they had the textures of the old runway there. That's a really nice touch. Welcome aboard as well, Hoxery. Message from Alpaca 4557. Hands on the controls, report to Chief Pilot. I think you're referring to the fact that I'm taxiing in all sorts of directions. Flyboy 31, it's been a while since I've been in your streams. Well, thank you very much for coming on board again. Brake. I love how when you finish braking, it just bounces all over the place. Ka-doing. Stuart Liddell, turn up the volume for takeoff. I will do. So I did get your message on Facebook as well, Stuart, but I get so many messages on everything these days. It can be a bit slow replying there, but thank you very much. Welcome on board JMB Lofts as well.
457, wind 010 degrees, 6 knots, runway 01, clear for takeoff.
Clear takeoff from 01, up like
It might be a little bit past dark by the time we get there. I think I timed this stream so we got a bit of a sunset approach. We're running a few minutes behind schedule. I think it will still just be bright enough. Assad Gondor, will you do a raw data approach into Luton? We'll see. We'll see. Depends how busy it is. Once we get established, I can do that. Right, sorry, I missed in chat. So when I get on the runway in the 7-3, we just push toga and that's fine. But am I right in thinking we don't do that here? We arm the order throttle and just push something else? Is it throttle? Please let me know. Please let me know. Brandon just sent me a message. Make sure you use these Fmod sounds. They're way better than flight factors. Here's the link. Alright, I'll try that, Brandon. I think I might have tried to install that one earlier. Push THR. Okay, guys, I will. Push THR. I trust you in chat. Thank you very much, guys. 850 people tuned in for the live stream. Thank you very much. We're about to be taking off very shortly. We're about number 2 or number 3 for departure. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. What, 757 likes today for the 757. We've been doing that for a few months now. All these little like targets.
Contact Barcelona 13525. 13235.
13235, up like 4557.
I can't believe this has the same stupid switchover aircraft switch like on the classic Boeings. I'm sure the modern one has a simple transfer switch instead of making the right one active.
Parker 247 Bravo, line up, runway 01. How departure traffic?
Behind the departing North Show length and leave behind runway 01, now Parker 257 Bravo.
Perfect. Unfortunately, you can't modulate the brakes. You either have no brakes or full brakes, hence why it's jumping up and down when I brake there. Thanks for subscribing as well, Josh Edwards. Welcome on board to the channel.
For 4557, this is down frequency one. Please squawk Charlie.
Is that me?
Shuttle 181, contact Barcelona 13235, good day.
132, decimal
watch out, guys.
3.
Assad, how close would you typically hold behind an aircraft whilst on taxi? I mean, yeah, I mean, let's imagine this line where the APU outlet was about that far, so I don't know, if you imagine the APU was around there, don't want to get much closer, otherwise you just suck in all the fumes of the aircraft in front. It stinks. It is bleeding, I know. Behind the company Alpaca, line up and wait behind runway 01 Alpaca 757. The thing is, it seems to be getting worse. I seem to be having the issue more and more frequently. Ah, no problem. It's not you. I think it's something my side. Don't worry. Right. Perfect. Right. So that's all set. Water throttle arm, LNAV. We can clear the line up and wait behind. Transponder to TARA. Oh, how do I turn the weather radar on? Ah, there we go. Weather turbulence. Weather. Is that weather on? Yeah, I've got weather on, I think. So MCP set. Transponder TARA. Strobe lights are coming on. Just holding on for the takeoff clearance. Right, a little bit more of an expeditious lineup.
01.
Got RAS on stalled. So yeah, excuse the noise when you rev up on this thing. It doesn't sound quite as I expect. It sounds good at the lower thrust settings, but it sounds very amusing at the higher ones.
On runway 01.
Excellent. Bodged that line up slightly, could have gone a little further, a little bit different than the NG, but otherwise all good. Right, now I need to remember to press the thrust button. I don't know that on the 7-3. You'll get a straight out. Yes, this SID we're on, the Meros 2 Charlie, is basically straight ahead of us. Initial climb 6,000. Oh my god, I can't believe you donated to tell me this. That is really embarrassing. Well done. No, it's not embarrassing. Well done. Well done to Tom Pascoe. Clear takeoff 01. Thanks for the help. I'm back at 757. Right, we've been cleared takeoff. Yes, of course. I got a bit confused there. Right, so thank you very much, guys. Yes, well done for spotting. I forgot to set the SID altitude here. Let's put these thrust up to 40%. There's 40% thrust. There we are. And listen to this funny noise.
And if you're wanting 6,000 feet.
6,000 Alpaca 757. Takeoff thrust set indications normal. I don't know this sound. I've not heard this before. It's a bouncy runway. 80 knots checked. V1. Rotates. Up we go. And we're airborne. Positive rate of climb. Gears coming up. Ooh. Not sure we should be getting a glide slope warning. Slight left turn on the flight directors.
757, Barcelona 13525, enjoy 58.
What? Mariana's trying to talk to me. Way too busy. Right, Comandante. Oh, what's it doing? Whoa, 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 whoa. Flight level change.
Again, Barcelona 13525, good day.
13235 Alpaca 757. Bye. That was an early. Damn.
Go on.
There's too much going on. What happened there? Flaps to 1. I don't know what happened. 13525. Right, I'm just testing all of you guys. What is going on today?
Okay, 2500, wind still 106 knots, so 1 set for takeoff.
Flaps up. I engaged the autopilot. I went to vertical speed. I don't know what's going on here.
Vodka 295. Behind departing traffic, line up 101.
Right, Barcelona. Yeah, sorry guys. Well done for spotting that. I got the incorrect frequency set. That was very well done. So vertical speed. How do I set that to 2,000? There we go. Just going to accelerate now to around 250. See if we can get in here. Barcelona, good day. Alpaca 757, Meros to Charlie, passing 4,200 at altitude 6,000 feet. Clock. There you go. We'll confirm that frequency. 13525. Oh yeah, but stupid radio. Surely.
You are under 135.250.
Stupid airplane. Stupid radio. Want to go. Barcelona, Buenos Tardes, Alpaca 757, Meros 2 Charlie, passing 5,400 for altitude 6,000 feet. Hello? Oh, no one can hear me. Altitude alert, that's fine, we're going to go to 6,000.
Alpaca, you are on the wrong frequency.
Can you confirm the correct frequency, please? So what was this frequency I was told? You guys were all telling me something else. Oh, 13235. Wasn't that what I was on? Oh, wasn't that what I was on and you guys said something else? I don't know what is going on. Third time lucky, eh? Third time's a charm. Barcelona, Buenos Tardes, Alpaca 757, Meros 2 Charlie, maintaining 6,000 feet. Oh my god, what is going on, guys? 13235. 13235. You're all messaging me saying it's 132. Barcelona radar not responding. Okay. Fair. Ah, okay. It's closed. It's Unicom. Got you. Alright, guys. What is going on? So basically, someone was giving me a frequency. I tried another one. Then someone said, no, don't come to me. I think you, I don't know. Right, let's just get 122.8. Oh. Guys, if you're questioning my ability of actually flying an airplane in real life, I fully understand why you might be second guessing. My professionalism here is out the window. Right, let's go up to 380. Set. Let's do VNAV. Set standard. Here it comes. What was that just came up on my screen? That was weird. Right, set standard. Stupid radio. What? This is something from the flipping 60s. I can't believe that the 757 has this. Really. Right, I need to set standard. Where's my EFIS panel? The approach to Luton should be fun, guys. This is going far worse than when we first flew this aircraft, I swear. Right, standard. No, he's on 1007. Standard. Right, standard set. Let's do the after takeoff checklist before we get to the cruise altitude, eh? Right, can a 737 captain fly a plane? Right, fuel. 4 pumps, that's coming up later. So gears up and off, it's done that for me. Order brake could come off. Oh no, that's alternate flaps. Order brake's off. Right, oh, it does it automatically at the 757. I swear I didn't do that. Don't start moving the alternate flap switches. Let's check the pressurization. Right, diff pressure's 2.5. That's okay. So that is definitely pressurizing. Thank goodness I managed to... or someone told me to set that to auto rate, whoever that was. Thank you. I think that's all good. That's set. We can release the passenger, the cabin crew. That's done. We're now accelerating to our econ climb speed 291 knots. And we can now do our pre-cruise check. So fuel, we've got 4 pumps on. 10.3 tons. We'll check our estimated on arrival. Let's turn all the forward-facing lights off. APU's off. Pressurization we've just checked. Let's release the passengers. Smoking allowed. Checks complete. Alright. Fuel on arrival. 4 tons. That's fine. 4.2 is going up. Perfect. And deep breath everyone in chat and relax. I said Condor, you got it. You already beat me to it. I just said and relax, you'd already put it in chat. Brilliant. Oh, it sounds like the noise could be a bit low, guys, so if you want me to turn down the volume slightly, that's fine.
Minimums. Approaching.
Thank you very much to Sindre Horns, who's just joined as a member. Thank you very much. Welcome on board as a member. You'll get all the exclusive members-only content, which is through our members-only Discord. And if you have joined as a member today, that process is completely automated. It's synchronized with your YouTube Discord account. Make sure you have that updated. Search in Google Discord YouTube synchronization. Follow the guidance there. That will get you all signed up. Thank you. Where are we cruising up to? Flight level 380 today. Beatrice, that was stressful. You tell me about it. I'm the one sat here. Kim lies. It's a no-smoking airline. Absolutely not. Alpaca Airways. You know, we actually give you a pipe prior to boarding. All you have to do is provide your own tobacco, and it says Alpaca Airways on the side of the pipe. You can actually get an Alpaca Airways pipe in the Teespring store very soon. Positive rate, that was a fun approach. I'm ahead, so you can follow me and I'll teach you. Very funny. Alpaca pipe. Hazard, there's some free Fmod sounds for this, but I understand, and I tried to install them and I heard they're better, but I couldn't get them to work this afternoon, and I've been on the PC so much recently, and I'm trying to limit that just to streams at the moment, so my eyes don't turn square, basically. How do I turn up the brightness here? I had to actually choose a slightly different X-Vision preset because the one made by my one of the members, it was far too bright and all this was washed out, so I had to revert to one of his older ones. But it does make certain elements of the flight deck quite dark. It shouldn't be this dark. But yeah, here is the new displays. Essentially, I think it just modernises the 757. I learnt today that apparently most of the 757 passenger versions don't have this. This is fitted to a lot of the cargo variants. Essentially, it puts a PFD in a kind of like a smaller ND here, an arced ND, and then we have still the full ND here on the right. So there we are, streaming for 1 hour. We're 8 minutes into our flight. That was a long setup. We got it all sorted. Thank you very much for subscribing, El Lemmer Zocker. Welcome on board as a passenger. As a subscriber, whatever it is. I'm losing it today, I'm telling you. I'm absolutely losing it. I tell you what, usually, guys, when I fly an aircraft in the stream, which I haven't flown to, I do a practice sector just to get back into the swing of things, and I haven't at all. I basically checked the 757 yesterday to make sure the install was still there. There was an update to version 2.4.4, which I did. I played around with it, like the loading configurator, which worked fine, and then that was it. I haven't practiced flying this for 2 months, and that's why I'm a little bit all over the place, but we got it there. Essentially, it is just a slightly bigger 737, but we're on our way safely. Jason Kitchen, thank you very much for the £5 donation. Afternoon flight deck to sim. Hope you're well. Safe flight. And here's £5 for a beer when the pubs are open. Well, that's very kind. Thank you. Hope the Discord gets resolved also. Well, Jason, good news. The Discord issue was completely resolved. There was an issue to do with the synchronization, and every single one of my members, it's based on this YouTube membership. So essentially, there was a technical issue. Discord told me between the synchronization, where essentially the synchronization stopped, and because the members are purely there based on the membership, because the synchronization stopped, it just automatically kicked every single one of the members out. So my Discord went from having a few hundreds of people to about 5. Myself, a few admins, and a few of the real well pilots. But yeah, it's all up and running. They confirmed it wasn't. It was purely a technical issue, but it's all been resolved. Big B, how far away? We've been airborne for 10 minutes or so. Got about another hour and 50 to go. We should have full ATC into Luton. I did see there was VATSIM on, and London Centre usually is online this time of the day. Right, I think that we'll get some ATC now, or a bit higher as well. Oh no, it's from a colleague of mine. What's your cruise speed? Make sure I'm not about to give you a PV flight inspection. Cruising at 380, Alpaca 2500. What did I just miss something there? Did I miss a membership? Something just pinged up as a membership and it hasn't come up on the chat. Did you see that? Whoever just joined as a member, I have no idea, but it's not popped up, but thank you. Oh, Martin Molcancini. It hasn't come up here, but Marius just confirmed it came up on a screen, so thank you very much for your membership. No idea why that hasn't turned up, but thank you very much for your membership and welcome on board. Dougal, TDG, it's the TDG. It was a UK 2000 from London Luton. Now, I don't know, a lot of the ported UK 2000 airports from FSX to explain, I've got 3 or 4 of them. No offence, but I just don't think they're quite up to the standard of some of the other payway operators. They're all the textures a bit washed out. I don't know. And you pay, what was it, £22? It was a lot of money. So I just got the TDG one, which it looks better than the UK 2000 in my eyes. Anything from TDG, if I see it, I generally grab, as long as you've got all of the his other things that are required, which I do. But yeah, I'm not impressed with it. But TDG, his freeway airports, if they're there, I'm usually quite happy about it. I'm like, yeah, they're great. And I installed it. It's about 2 years old, but it looks brilliant. Very impressed with it.
30, 20, 10.
Thank you very much, Robert, for the donation there. Icelander use these displays for all of their 757s and 767s. Well, there you go, Robert. Thank you very much for the donation there. I've learned something new today. The Icelander 757s, they have the PFD-ND overlay like this. That's pretty cool. But yeah, how do I turn the brightness up? I mean, it's from there. I mean, I could barely see it on my screen, so with the stream resolution, it's going to be quite hard for you to see. I mean, I can zoom in slightly like that. You'd like an external view? Hold on, I don't know. I might have to turn the volume down slightly. Watch your ears, guys. It's not too bad. So it's the flight deck sim livery in a retro style. Hold on. Are my flaps up? Why does it look like my flaps are... Yeah, they are up. Flipping heck. I look like the flaps are extended in there. I got a bit nervous for a second. Yeah, look, it looked like the flaps are extended. I thought these were the extended, but they're up, thankfully. So yeah, massive thanks to Cadence. If you want the livery for your Flying Factor 757, exclamation mark livery, you'll get a link for the download. And feel free to tag me or in your Instagram story. I always share anything that promotes the work there, so thank you very much if you ever do that. It just sounds a bit funny. Right, better see who was pinging me there. Oh, so many messages on that sim. Oh, from Luton Airport. Oh, message from Luton. Hi, I'll be online waiting for you. I love your channel. Oh, fantastic. Hopefully giving a bit more traffic as well. I think we had about 6 or 7 departures going from Menorca to Luton. Joe Worrell, what Menorca scenery was I using? If you look in my video description below, buddy, you will see it. It is Menorca XP X-Plane 11. Just type that in and it'll be the scenery. I think it only came out a few months ago. The only issue is, if you have Ortho 4 XP, there's a bit of an issue with one of the tiles, or the tile for the airport, so there's a bit of a bump in the apron if you have the follow runway contours on, so I have to turn that off when I go to the Menorca, otherwise you got this massive dip. Doesn't quite work. Chris, good afternoon, Captain. When will you fly the DC-3 again? That's a good call, actually. I haven't flown that aircraft in a few months. Yeah, no doubt that will come. I love that V Skylabs DC-3. We've done... I only did one stream in it, haven't we? But I've been thinking of doing a stream from the north of the UK to the Faroe Islands again, because I have all the Faroe Islands series. I think that would be quite a cool flight to do. Next stream probably, I don't know, tomorrow might be a bit tight, but definitely Thursday. Say again? I'll see. Thursday I'll be streaming. I want to go do some more flights in the States, so we left the 737 in Boston. I'd quite like to go to Atlanta Atlanta, and I did see there was a good payware airport for Atlanta. I think that's still one of the busiest airports in the world. So yeah, might do that tomorrow or Thursday. I need to build some ortho tiles, but keep an eye out on. If you want to know if I'm streaming, guys, the best way to do it is subscribe, and there's a little bell icon which will automatically notify you when I publish a video. Otherwise, by far, like 95% of my streams, I'll put an Instagram story, post on Facebook or Twitter, so that's the best way to stay up to date. Thanks for subscribing, Kuoxy, welcome on board. Captain Monster, how can I get to the Flight Deck Sim Discord? It is purely for members only, just so we don't have... no doubt if it was a public Discord I'd have all sorts of issues. It's a lovely place to be now, and it's just guys who are passionate about aviation, passionate about the channel, and yeah, it's really great. Infinite Flight, not Boston, it's Boston. Yeah, I'm not saying that to an ATC controller there. I'm going to offend them. Guys, let me know again if the sounds are okay.
50,
if it's too loud,
40,
too quiet,
30,
I can adjust things.
20,
Thank you very much
10.
for the donation there, Ikri 0002. Oh, it's an automatic voice one, so I'll be quiet here.
I used to hate the 738. Your enthusiasm made me love it. But when it comes to the flying pencil, me thinks there is where I cross the line, lol. Banter aside, wish you a nice evening as always, Captain.
Ikri 0002, and again, I've always been saying Ikri, it probably isn't pronounced like that, but thank you again for the continued support with another donation there. Amusing as it always is with Microsoft and quoting the donation text, but thank you very much. I'm glad I got you to enjoy the 738. It is obviously my passion and what I know to fly, so I'm glad you enjoy it. Thank you again for all the things you do for me. It's very, very kind of you. Thank you. Banter aside. What did it say? The 738. Brilliant. Another message. Oh, that's really cool. We've got a message from someone who's flying in the United States. It's from one of the members, Justin. He says there's an Alpaca aircraft here in Boston Street with the call sign. That's really cool, guys. Yeah, if you ever want to represent, make sure you use the call sign Alpaca. That is Flight Deck Sim Alpaca Airways. Brilliant. Thanks, Justin. Sounds are loud and clear. Perfect. I won't change any of that then. Thanks very much. Oh, for goodness sake. Another member there. I know. Tom Pascoe coming in with a incredible $50 donation, Tom. Unbelievable. He says, for the flight deck household, thank you both for your time, effort, instruction, and of course the laughs. Glad to be part of the group. Tom Pascoe, thank you very much. One of the members coming in with a beastly donation as downwards going in. That's very kind, very, very kind, as you well know. The members especially, I do not really... I always feel immensely guilty when they do this, but they continue. I don't want to say, Tom, thank you very much. That's unworldly, and your support is very much appreciated, on top of everyone else's donations for the birthday thing as well. And no doubt when we do hopefully move house the next few months, we'll have a really cool office to stream from, and we'll have all the equipment. It'll look wicked, so thank you very much again, Tom. Insane, man. Members, you know how I feel about that. Just, you know, what was it my mum used to say? Pack it in. That's what she'd say. Pack it in. Here we are, flight level 380, guys. We've reached our cruise level in record time, 17-18 minutes. We are quite light, to be fair. Keeping up to date on the flight. We've made fuel. I think we left it, said we're going to get 4 tons. We've got 4.8. Touching down at 6:49 Zulu. So if you're in the UK, that's going to be 7:50 local time in the evening. 1 hour 40 minutes from now. And hopefully, as we continue further northbound, we'll get some more ATC. Thank you very much for subscribing, Sprash Gupta, welcome on board. I'll pack it in, brilliant. Hacker, do you use the True Earth GB modules? I don't, no, just Ortho 4XP.
20,
oh, Dougal, for goodness sake. They're at it again. Is it Dougal?
In all my years of simming, and there are many, lol, I've never seen a channel grow like this. You and Marianne are absolutely wrong.
Oh, Dougal, thank you very much. Again, man, I'm flipping egg. Yeah, that's very kind, Dougal. And please, may I stress, Dougal's Simwings project stop donating to me, Dougal, and put that into your Simwings project, please. I'll send it back your way, I think. Thank you very much, Dougal. Again, it's very kind, and yeah, it's very nice to get that recognition as well. Yeah, I mean, the channel, I mean, how long is the channel? Yeah, the channel is just past 3 years old, and we're up to nearly 40,000 subscribers, so yeah, in 3 years to grow to that many is very pleased with it all, and yeah, now I've actually got the time. You know, I say unfortunately got the time. It's not unfortunate because I love making these videos and growing the community that I've got my side, but I do obviously miss work, but we all miss normal life, don't we?
50,
I mean, it's incredible, really.
30, 20,
For goodness sake, guys, unbelievable. What's this going to say?
Alpacas mainly eat grass or hay and not much, approximately 2 pounds per 125 pounds of body weight per day. The general rule of thumb is of the animal's body weight daily in hay or fresh pasture.
Unbelievable. Oh, Kim, thank you very much, and welcome back to the Discord as well. It's been great to have you back in here. It's just £17.43. Alpacas mainly eat grass or hay and not much, approximately 2 pounds per 225 pounds of body weight per day. The general rule of thumb is 1.5% of the animal's body weight daily in hay or fresh pasture. Here you go, guys. You not only learn a little bit about flying an aircraft, certainly not the 757, but you also get some fun facts about alpacas. Kim, very kind. And again, Icree 0002 donating £2. Your pronunciation of my username is right on the money. One of these days I'll send you its meaning via private message on Discord. Well, thank you very much again, Icree 0002. Guys, wind it in. Seriously, thank you. Brenton Fra, thank you. Some normality. Jack, loving the extra company. Yes, he is. He's obviously, I don't know what he's going to do when we both go back to work. It's going to be, we've noticed sometimes when we both go out, just briefly, which we haven't been obviously doing much here, he's had so much time with us, he gets a little bit upset, don't we? It's, we put a camera up, and he's always whining a little bit and moaning a little bit. He does suffer a little bit from separation anxiety, but Jack is part of us, you know. Mary and I and Jack we're a unit, but he's our child. Yeah, he's spoiled like one as well, but yeah, he's doing absolutely fine. Yeah, he's actually probably downstairs on the sofa. He usually pops up into the streams at some point. Right, anyway, I wanted to see if we were going to get any ATC at some point en route.
50, 40.
Thank you very much, Christopher W, for the donation there. Mariana, please do an alpaca-shaped bread for us. They want you to make an alpaca.
I've already said yes.
Oh, okay, you've already confirmed it. Yeah. That's really cool. Yeah, no doubt in Discord we'll have an alpaca-themed bakery contest of some sorts. But that's really cool. Wicked. Looking on the VATSIM map, I see a little conga line of aircraft going from Menorca to Luton. That's really cool. And guys, you know, if you ever see I'm streaming, you're always more than welcome to join me on VATSIM. All I ask is that you respect the rules, you know, of VATSIM. You know, clearances, don't mess around. And that's completely fine. Always feel free to jump with me on the public streams. I do the members group flights offline just to ensure that we have a little bit more control, because we have a lot of people who attend that they're only for members, but I'll always publish those streams after. But I spoke to VATSIM about it afterwards and they loved it. They said, no, any time that you want to do those group flights, just let us know. We'll make sure you get all the ATC, which is pretty cool. Mattia, Cap, there's an update available for Xpilot. In theory, it would fix the issue you were having yesterday. Now, Mattia, I went through a lot of issues with updating Xpilot recently, and we got it all sorted. And I noticed just before the stream today that there was another update for Xpilot. Based on what happened on the members group flight stream, I didn't update it just before the stream, but as soon as this is finished, I will update it, and I guess that's what you're referring to. If it does fix that little audio bug, that would be brilliant, but I don't know if that's an Xpilot issue, because I was getting on Squawk Box before I had the issue with Xpilot there. Oh, right, so basically I got a message from the guy who was the original Ryanair aircraft on the stand earlier. He's apologising to me for essentially being on his stand. The reason I didn't move is because Ryanair uses this stand in real life. Okay, well, that's fine. I accept the apology, but obviously when I messaged you several times to say, could you please move, because I'd been here 20 minutes prior to the stream, and then you literally popped on 1 minute before the stream, you know, just move. It doesn't matter if it's used by a real airliner. You know, Alpaca Airways doesn't have any slots at any of the airports, so just pick a random one. But yeah, that's fine. Just make sure you respect other people, you know, especially you know, if they've had to stream to 800-900 people, because it does ruin the immersion. It did ruin mine start, but yeah, I'm sure you've learnt your lesson, and I hope that you know, there's no ban for you, because essentially that's what you're kicked off. But yeah, just make sure you respect the rules, and you'll be absolutely fine. But thanks for letting me know. How's my performance in my sim today? Dear. 27 frames. That's not good. I think it's all the clouds here. It's okay. But yeah, hopefully no issues. George A345 Alpaca Airways should have slots in my honest opinion. Excellent. George A345, winner of the quiz in the members group fight. What did you get? I want to know what you got from the X-Plane store. Yeah, Vulcan for the win. Yeah, I'm not running Vulcan yet, just because I want it to make sure that if I try not to run any of the betas, because they're not quite. There might be some plugins that don't work, and I understand that there's some things that might not work, so I'm just holding off at the moment. Yeah, Lee Richards, you're right. Clouds are a frame killer. I know. I've noticed. With Ortho, there has to get that information from my conventional hard drive. That often drops the frames, and because, you know, we're flying over, I think Ortho 4XP. Over the Mediterranean still. No idea, I'm not even paying attention. Yeah, we're still over the Mediterranean, so it might even get worse later. Micro, yeah, is that Marseille? I can't remember. I think our routing today is going to take us north, then we go right over the top of Marseille, and then kind of like a little bit northwest and stuff, so yeah, maybe a few more frame hits here, but yeah, lots of cloud. Got a colleague ahead of us. Who's that? Uh-oh, that's really upset, Explain. We might have to overtake him. He is the same level, and he's only 10 miles ahead. I'm going to try and call him. Who is that? I'm going to try and overtake you, and we'll go up to flight level 400 if we can. Right, who is Alpaca 4557? Oh, please, ex-pilot, behave yourself. We're talking about performance. There's probably a load of ortho loading in. Oh, 10 seconds left before I get terminated. If I go external, it usually improves the performance. Ah, there you go. The automatic disconnect has been cancelled. Thank goodness. Yeah, I can't wait to upgrade to Vulcan, obviously. Caden, it's Caden. Caden, I'm going to climb above you, alright? There's no ATC, so I'm going to go up to 400. Let's see if we can overtake one of our members. So, cruise. Let's just make sure we can. Yep, max flight level 410. Up we go. Nice and sluggish, just like it would be up here. Quite thrust limited on the sidewinders. Race of the alpacas, you got it. Brilliant. What? I've got this ILS information up here. I'm going to actually detune that. I don't know why I've got the glide slope information. Thanks a lot for subscribing, Josh. Welcome on board. Max Ballon, who's hyped for Microsoft Flight Sim 2020? Yeah, who knows when that comes out? I have got the alpha. I haven't been on it recently because I've been so busy streaming and actually doing stuff on X-Plane. But I know they've updated it recently, and I'll have a look at that at some point. When we get up there, we'll accelerate a little bit. We're doing decimal 80 here. I reckon we can get 83. I don't know what the MMO of the 75 is. I've got 9 haters. Unbelievable. Who's disliked this? Guys, 636 people watching. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. Trying to get up to 757 likes. To 9 Airbus pilots in chats. Or the 9 Llama Airways employees. Please, go take your dislikes elsewhere. They're not appreciated at Alpaca Airlines. MMO is Mach decimal 0.86. Okay. See if I can get a message to Kate. It's probably watching anyway. That's a bit unreal. Yeah. Let's see if we can pip him. Got a right little queue here. Look at this. Now, I've got a funny feeling there's one of our members is going in the opposite direction. That would be quite cool. Alright. I'm trying to learn X-Pilot chat as well. I'm going to try and message... What's Caden's call sign? 4557. Oh, I can't run any of this stuff. How do you message someone again? On Discord, on not Discord, on X-Pilot. I should learn these instructions. Right, anyway, it's probably slowed up anyway. Why are we levelled off at 39,920 feet? That looks like it's crashed. I hope it's still working. No, it definitely is. Look, but that is a interesting level off we've experienced here. Oh, I got a bit nervous there. Dot message call sign, yeah, I tried. Why are we level there at 39,920? Oh, it's going up at 39,940. If I zoom in, you might see it's slowly crawling up. That's an interesting level off. It is going. Oh, for goodness sake. Yeah, I don't know. I need to write down the some instructions. Otherwise, we're here. Finally, at flight level 400. QNH1007, note, that's just preset. We are on standard. Mariana just grabbed my 737 QRH from work. And what was the reason for?
Just put it under my computer because it's overheating.
Oh! Mariana's laptop was overheating. She literally just grabbed the real 737 QRH from my operator, and I was thinking, why are you grabbing that? What do you want me to do with that?
I'm going to correct every single thing you do.
Interesting. But now, no, she's using it to prop up her laptop. Do go behave. Bob Banderas. Can aircraft in real life have a hiccup in level off, say with minor changes in pressure or something, and level off will not quite do the right thing, and then do the very slow level off? That's actually quite a good question. You know, they're very reliable. I've never had it, but as pilot flying, you have the responsibility to ensure that the aircraft does level off. So if it does have a hiccup, which they can do, you know, it can have a technical issue, you've got to ensure it does level off. So yeah, if for example I set 40,000 feet and you know, like we just did, let the aircraft level off, for goodness sake, let the aircraft level off, and it didn't level off because I was too busy talking to the first officer, I am completely responsible. The captain is completely responsible for that. So you can't say to ATC, oh no, the aircraft ignored the level off and level off itself. You know, you have a responsibility as pilot flying to ensure that you comply with the restrictions you've been set. So that's really important. So yeah, does it do it very rarely, very rarely. Oh, excuse my PC, was it currently melts? What? It's fine. It's just the performance is dropping off because it's loading in Orpha, I think. I usually find that helps. What are my frames right now? 20, 25, 30, but in the flight deck area, yeah, it's hovering around 20. It's not usually as low as that. I don't know. I've got nothing running in the background except explaining the streaming software. I mean, is the 757 quite heavy on frames? I can't remember if I had this issue. Well, we weren't on I weren't on that sim when I first last did 7.5. Flying Dutchman, how far are we from Luton? You'll get an approximate time there on top, but that's as the crow flies. It's probably a little bit more accurate, around 1850 Zulu, so 1 hour and 20 minutes from now. No, it's super good on frames for me. I think it's just my Ortho 4 XP then, D-Beams 1. Do we get a quiz today? I haven't written one, and it took me about 20 minutes to get all the questions organised for the members quiz on the group flight. We'll see. I could do the same quiz as the other day because I have that for my test.
40,
no good
30,
for the members.
20, 10.
Oh, do go. Here we go.
I also want to give a big thumbs up to all your members and viewers. They make this one of the friendliest channels on YouTube. 10 out of 10 guys and girls.
Oh, Dougal, seriously, you don't need to donate to say that in chat, but thank you very much. Yeah, we try to make this as a friendly community as possible, all laughs and banter aside. We do try and do things seriously, and again, you know, I try and represent what I do in real life too, but that's very, very kind, Dougal, again, for your donation. I agree with you. We have very, very few problems in chat these days, which is great. So thank you very much. Christopher, you're right. No worries at all. That's very kind. Peter, time to invest in a new RTX. Yeah, I mean, I might do. I have a... What's my graphics card? You know how computer illiterate I am. I've got an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1080. Is there one that's better that will help? I don't know, perhaps. Are we catching up with Cadence? I bet it... Actually, you know what? I've not even sped up. That's a bit... I've completely forgot. How do I open the speed... how do I open the speed window? Throttle's blocked. What does that mean? Does that... I think that's because my throttles aren't matching. Oops. Now, how do I open the speed window? Doesn't work like the 7.3. I can put out hold in. That kind of works. Why are you descending though? Why are you descending? What? Out hold, descending. Out hold, descending. What is going on? I can assure you, even though I don't fly this aircraft, it shouldn't have dropped 100 feet there. Click on the knob itself. Well, we've managed to just descend 100 feet somehow, even though we're in altitude hold. Click the knob. Oh, thanks for that. Is that how the real 7.5 works? Not sure. Let's crank it up a bit anyway. Oh no, crikey, I don't know that fast. Decimal 8.4, that'll do. That should get us ahead. What? Come on. It's a little bit lazy with the altitude hold, like. Why are we 40 feet low? I mean, what's the Avena speed? I mean, this makes me think it's trying to climb at the moment. Oops, this should be set to standard as well. How do you set that to standard? There we are. I mean, it's doing a fan. This is what my flying instructor used to say to me when I was doing my instrument rating, guys. He used to go, "Flight Deck Sim, you're very good at maintaining altitude." So I was like, "Oh, thank you very much." Yes, but you're 100 feet low. So it just reminds me of that. It's like the 757. Yeah, so we just need to get back up to 40,000. If I zoom in, you might be able to see it creeping up. No, it's literally stuck glue at 39,960. I mean, again, it might be something I'm doing. Should have read the manual, you're right. Yeah, but these screens, I want to turn the brightness up. They're a little bit dark. I mean, they're okay if you're in like this, but... EFS, how do I increase the range? Oh, no, that's quite... yeah, that's better. I haven't even played with the weather radar. The tilt should have been a little bit lower. Where is the weather radar controls? There they are. Tilt. Is it auto tilt? Yeah, this isn't doing anything. If I put it right down, there should be ground clutter coming in, but I don't know if the tilt works. I swear it did on the non-EFS one. Is the weather radar on? It says WX, but it's in white. I want it green, really. It might be. Don't know if the weather radar's on or not. I'm guessing it is. Nah, I don't think that's working. Well, excellent job at maintaining 39,960. Are we overtaking? I bet he's pedalling hard. I'd look out the window if I were you. Is there another aircraft there? The Orpho looks lovely. Apart from the fact it's killing my PC. I mean, yeah, because you see it's a slight... oh, what are we getting? Yeah, 25. We're usually hitting 40 or something. I don't know. The guy in Edmonds said, "Stop chasing me, Caden." Says positive rate on YouTube. You better slow down a little bit. We're going absolutely flat out here. Behind and above. Why do you see? There's my scale. Oh, got an aircraft. Ah, sorry, yeah, right behind us. We're pedalling as quick as we can. I mean, there's separation here. If anything comes online, they'll be like, need to increase your separation there. Oh, come on, PC. It's Alpaca 2500. Lawrence Morrison, keep the good work up. Thank you. Oh, God, X-Pilot is completely... what is going on? William, it's you. I'm giving the overspeed to 7.3 for a run for its money. Yeah, alright. You go too close. Actually, you can go to 410 non-standard, I guess. Can't see you now. Yeah, well, I'm... performance today is on the PC is a little bit low. Like, there's a bit of a delay. Like, when I change views, like a slight delay. I don't want to start overcooking things. The thing is, it's not... what's really strange, though, the PC doesn't seem to be running as fast as it usually is. Usually it's roaring away, but it just seems to be ticking over. I'm going to look at the task manager. Yeah, CPU usage 42%, GPU usage 23%, memory 45%, but the frames are really low. So the PC's not even working 50% of what it can do. CPU's just jumped up to 49%, but I'm sure... oh, I've disconnected, have I? Oops. Great. That's why I couldn't see anyone. No, I'm back on, guys. Thanks for that. Yeah, I don't understand, because my PC's not even working hard. Check your temperatures. I don't know, it's not hot. Usually it's much hotter. We're back on that sim. Paul Talbot, a common question asked, what airline do you fly for? That's something I don't disclose in the chat. It's for a European airline, and I'm based in the UK. Thanks, Dave. Devoid, has Vulcan made a difference? I'm hoping it will when I use it. I'm not currently running Vulcan, but I'm guessing it would. Either CPU or GPU could be throttling. Guys, you know I don't know what that means. Right, we're now descending as well. I mean, what is it doing? Why are you not level? Come on, behave yourself. Yeah, look, even if we should outhold it, it says 40,000. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful maintaining of 39,900. I'll just go back to VNav. There we go. It's probably something I'm doing that I don't know about the 7.5, some sort of difference, but at the moment, as soon as I... Oh. As soon as I... No, it's just not... I don't know. The Boeing in the 737 is so accurate, it just doesn't let you deviate. But it's basically as soon as I open the speed window, it just kind of like stops maintaining altitude as much. Let's go back up to 8.4. Oh, go to the task manager and check the clock speed of your CPU and stuff. Guys, you know, this is beyond me. CPU's at 51%. So I know the PC's not working hard. Because usually it's a lot warmer. But even then, it's not using anywhere near half the resources. I know it should be doing better. I don't know. Probably something in X-Plane that's preventing performance. I don't know. Go to performance. Clock speed. Oh, what's all this information? Speed 4.37 gigahertz. Utilization 43%. Oh, it's gone up to 50%, 46. So it's ever changing. What is the speed in gigahertz? 4.37. Speed is fine. GPU, I've clicked GPU. It says utilization of GPU 30%. 6.7 of 24 gigabyte being used. If you turn on your FPS display. Thanks to this, guys. Like, really, I don't know any of this. I don't know any of this stuff. You can see that the frames are just dancing around 20. That sounds fine. VRAM, I'm using... Yeah, none. You'll have a background app running. I don't. I've been on processes. And all I have running is what I usually do have. The streaming software, Streamlabs, X-Plane, X-Pilot, and the Sim Toolkit Pro for the overlay. But the Sim Toolkit Pro overlay is using no CPU. Streamlabs is using 1%. X-Plane is using 34%. I don't know. It's not your PC, it's either X-Pilot or Squawk Box or whatever. It's because VATSIM makes sure X-Plane right other aircraft close to you. Graphics card does not matter. I'm always at 50-55 without VATSIM. Yeah, to be fair, when I do test flights, that's what my performance is. And probably it is trying to draw the traffic. I know Ortho has a big drop in resources, but Steve, if you clean the fans and filters, I have done. Can you remember about 3 months ago when I did that and I tried to put the cooling fan in backwards and I posted it on Discord? Don't know. I mean, it's okay. It's acceptable. It's providing an okay experience. What I just worry about is when we're on approaching London, is that the frames will drop and we get booted off VATSIM. Kick my cat. I think you should ask Jen Barbara from the IT crowd. She definitely no. We had someone in here who was the guy from the IT crowd. I always forget the name of the guy. Look it up now. Moss, yeah. Moss, Jen, and
50,
Roy.
40, 30.
It wasn't Jen that knew,
20,
it was Ross.
10.
He'd be able to fix my issue. Thanks again for the donation, Kick My Cat, very kind. Must be your GPU bottlenecking. Your CPU is limiting your GPU because it's telling your GPU to run fast, but it cannot keep up with its own instructions. Yeah, I don't know. But you look, it's even like 19.9. It's like stuck. I don't know. Like I said, PCs. Don't know. Try and plugging it back in. Yeah, give me 2 seconds. Hello, Jack. You've just walked in because we're all upstairs. We've left you downstairs, haven't we? Good boy. Oh, alright.
Kisses.
Yeah, don't you pull out any cables yourself. Thanks for subscribing. Potions YouTube, welcome aboard. Why is the aircraft not keeping speed? Yeah, it's dropped a little bit actually, that's a good point. Yeah, we're at like 98%. Why is it holding the speed back? I don't know. I know Cadence is going as fast as he can as well. Is it a 75? Oh! Damn it. Breathe, look. I'll give you something nice to look at. Look, let's have a look at the sky. It's funny enough, one of the members messaged me. Oh, for goodness sake. Been disconnected again. One of the... Oh my god, CPU 100%. Right, literally CPU said 100%, and now it's dropping down to 50. Wow. I have no idea what's causing it. I haven't had anything like this for a while. I've just reconnected. There we go. It's not happy, guys. Sorry, I'm sorry about all this. I don't know what's causing the performance. I haven't changed anything since last stream. I keep looking away from the clouds because I know that causes the issue. Freckles Aviation after stream, maybe download core temp. Yeah, I might get you. Oh goodness. What's that? I might have some of you guys help me out and stuff on a stream there. So, and I guess this Vulcan thing, will that help if I install Vulcan? I guess that will improve performance. Pilot Mike, he's our resident 787 first officer. He's a good friend of mine. Often, if you increase the Mach at high altitude, the max flight level will change to a lower value. We see that in the 7.8. Yeah, like I said, guys, a lot of my criticisms might be things that the 757 is doing completely normally. So I reckon this is probably as fast as I can go. In fact, what I'm going to do is go to a bit of normality. I'll close this, and we'll just let LNAV and VNAV do it soon. Thanks, Mike. Control Shift F to see the bottleneck. You want to see the... I don't know. Yeah, this data might mean something to you guys. To me, I know that's frames per second, but you can see, look, it's well off what it's usually doing. I mean, we ran the other day War Thunder in the background over the Atlantic Ocean. I checked the frames on X-Plane. It's like 45 frames per second, 50 frames per second. Today, it's like dropping to 15, like 20. I have no idea. Lower the shadows to 0. The shadows are at 0 already. Look, if I look... I look up here, it usually fixes it. Well, no, look, it's like 19.9. Disconnected again. I don't know. And now I'm getting an attitude flag on there. Ah. Very funny, devoid. I mean, yeah, I might, if I go to settings quickly, but I don't want to, isn't that, well, I'm off that sim now. Right, what I need to do, turn off active sky. Yeah, I want the weather. I've not had issues like this before. I've not had a performance hit like this. Yes, I sometimes have a few drops, and I occasionally get that message on VATSIM, but I've not had issues like this forever in the performance. CPU and GPU are both working hard. I mean, it's really weird because the PC is not hot. It seems to be like it seems to be just ticking over. Like usually it's a lot hotter. Turn off anti-aliasing. Right, alright guys, give me 2 seconds. I know I shouldn't do this. Oh, it doesn't affect any of the sounds. Graphics, turn off anti... So I'll put that down, okay? And I'll put reflections done. I'll turn it completely off. That's going to make the screen all blurry, isn't it? Oh. Try this, will turn it off and on again. Lower the anti-aliasing. I'll turn it off. None. I mean, look at the quality in here is crap now. Yeah, it is struggling today. Oh, it's a little bit better, is it? Well, it's still hovering around this 19. Oh, looks all rubbish now though, the picture. I mean, can't even see any of the instruments. Seems to be not X-plane. Okay. I'm getting all this help, guys, thank you. I'm pretty sure your lag is caused by the plane itself. Planes run code and the code quality can vary from plane to plane. Okay. I don't think it's X-plane. Like I said, I've never changed any of the settings. I mean, look, it's now hovering around 19.9. In fact, the quality's so bad in here. I'll put that back to what it was, which is that. And it's a lot clearer in here, but it doesn't seem to make any difference. Streaming software can suck for FPS. I looked at all the resources and stuff, but it doesn't seem to be doing anything. Well, I just got fingers crossed when we get to London. I don't think that's going to work well. Oh dear.
$50, $40, $30.
Thank you very much to Gary C for the donation. Oh, it didn't do the voice, yeah, sorry, because it wasn't a thing. Towards a new PC, yeah, thanks. We'll need to do something. Flight Factor add-on is a big frame rate killer for me. This is why I use the Zemo mod. Okay, I don't know, I've used the Flight Factor before and I haven't had performance issues, so I don't know. Turn anti-aliasing back up and turn off X-Vision. How do I do that in game? Like, do you think X-Vision's causing this? I don't. I thought X-Vision actually gave you a slight performance boost. I don't know, we're just hovering around 20 here. Keep plodding, everything will be okay. Yeah, fingers crossed. But something is not right. The only thing I've changed prior to this stream was the aircraft, the Flight Factor 7.5. I've not changed. I haven't touched any of my settings in X-plane for months. I just haven't touched anything, and it's been completely fine. And all of a sudden today, the only thing I've changed is the screens in here. I mean, could that be causing it? If I revert to the other screens? Surely not. I mean, I'll try it. Oh, I can't. I only could do it on the ground. I mean, that's the only thing I could say I've changed between EFIS is these screens and the conventional ones, because basically, yeah, it's the update. It could be, guys. Yeah, it could be, because when I last flew the 757 with the conventional steam gauges, the performance was completely fine. So you reckon it could be this? I mean, yeah, I'm struggling here. 50. Yeah, great. So whoever was it Kim who decided to install these screens? Damn you. Yeah, I'm died. Yeah, I'm off. I don't know if I'll be able to do this fight that sim. Like, yeah. You can't switch to EFIS in flight, unfortunately. So I'm pretty confident that's the issue, because that's the only thing I've changed is this. And I had a little flight around it yesterday without these gauges. The performance is fine. I've streamed it before. I reckon this is killing my performance, because you got all these additional pop-ups and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Disconnect again, yeah, no doubt. Connects. I'll try, but I don't know. I think in London we might cause more problems than things. I have to log off, and you know, we'll go back into 7.5 again. But I'm going to get rid of these. Yeah, because actually, you know what? I mean, if you look at my videos, if you look at the 757 stream, we've flown that before, and it completely was fine. I've had no performance, but look, it keeps dropping to like 19.9, which I think is the complete lowest. God damn these screens! Analog cockpit is the best. Absolutely. You know, if we'll see what happens in Luton. If the performance drops right off, we'll have to just do it offline, which would be a great shame, because I know some of the ATC guys they'll come on and stuff. But what can we do? Max Brockman, thank you very much for the £2 donation. He says good luck. We'll certainly need it. Devoid, divert, and change the screens. Very good.
50, 40, 30,
Thanks, Max.
20, 10.
Hanging in on VATSIM. Am I off? No, I am online still. It's hanging in there. Oh, it was okay for the first hour or so, but now it's just gone. And unfortunately, I can't change them in flight. It could maybe I could turn some of this stuff off. Yeah. Could it be anything here? No, it's not going to make any difference. V-speeds are unrealistic. Oh well. Right, I think, guys, what we'll do, we'll leave it. You guys have been watching me 10 minutes trying to fix this. We'll see how many times it disconnects. If it does, we'll fix the issue. Otherwise, we'll just crack on as per normal. Otherwise, you're just going to hear me moaning for the next 10 minutes with an issue that we could have had probably resolved if I hadn't got these screens. But what can we do? Brenton, final capture. Do you smell smoke in the cockpit? Strike smash the light alpaca pipe. Brilliant. Can't try running it in windowed mode. I'm just going to leave it. I don't want to start messing around with things in the background because it might affect something. It's like an Airbus. More computers are never the answer. You got it, Ross Boss. Ollie Plays just joined. What's wrong? We think that the new screens on the aircraft are causing performance issues on my PCs, because I've switched these and I'm barely having enough frames to stay on VATSIM. But otherwise, we're just going to crack on. Alex, you can see your belly from flight level 340. Are you about to pass us, or have we just overtaken you? Ah, I think we've just overtaken you. There we are, Alpaca 7-1. Are you in an F-18? Guys, Alpaca 7-1 is in an F-18, which I'm pretty sure could outrun us. Why on earth are you displayed like that? I have absolutely no idea. Brilliant. Alpaca 7-1, you're actually in a... You're in an SR-71 Blackbird? What in the world? You the guy that said you were going to come in a Blackbird? Incredible if you have. Expanding the fleet, I know. FSL-71 was scrambled due to low frame rate. Brilliant. Well, if you're here, I don't mind. I think I did message you, and you did ask, can I come and fly in a Blackbird SL-71? I did say no, So, you know, clearly you don't listen to me, but at least you're here not messing around. Good luck in your SR-71. How long until top of descent, Stuart? We are 170 miles away. In fact, we better probably start thinking about setting up for the approach into Luton. Petrus, yep. Let's all have a prayer emoticon in chat for my X-Plan 11. Right, anyway, let's start setting this up. 250 below 100. Nope, doesn't like that. Nope. Can I not change that then? Forecast winds. Am I right in thinking I can't change? I remember something like none of this works in the flight factor. Oh no, I'm trying to find my EFB, there we are. Right. Let's go look at this poor thing. Oof. Descent. Forecast. Oh, these are all changing. Airport. Charts. There we go. Descent page. We've got. I don't think these work if I remember rightly. Nope. None of that's modelled. I don't think in the 7.5. So we'll just have to leave that. Fixed rings. Can we have some of those? Luton 08. I'm guessing that's the runway. Yeah, 573. Invalid select. Not having much luck here, guys. Let's try it. Oh, that's worked. Plan. Oops. Scale. I'm hoping that's the runway point. Let me just try and put some fixed rings in. /10. Yes, that's good. So we can put fixed rings in. /4. Let's pray. /1204.812. It's completely like jammed at 19.9. I think we might have to do this offline, guys, because it is literally just timed it out. Now it's started ticking again. I'd put money on it being these screens because I've not changed anything apart from these screens, and I flew this aircraft yesterday on a little test flight in a circle without the screens. I purchased the screens this morning, and I was. Well, the performance is fine. I was definitely not getting any issues, and I've never changed settings in X-Plane. And ever since I put the screens on, we're getting the big performance issues. And the problem is, if I stay on VATSIM, it's going to cause issues with other people if I'm getting low performance. And I don't want to cause any problems. So we'll keep an eye on it. You know, like I said, the first part of the flight it was fine. It's only started doing this the last half an hour or so. So let's hope. It'll fix itself. Right, fixed rings are in. They seem to have worked at least. Let's have a look at our routing. Charts. Nope. It's not charts, even though they are charts. Echo Golf. I forgot what the code is for Luton. Echo Golf Golf Whiskey. Yes. So, arrival. We are going for the ASCII for Quebec. approach, ILS 08. Final approach. Yeah, I'm about to get off it. VATSIM again. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. I'm seriously considering continuing this flight offline because I'm going to start causing issues for people. I mean, look, it's jammed at 19.9, and that is basically bottleneck. I don't know. It's stopping there, and then it just seems to redo itself. But like I said, the PC is not working at all hard. It's not. I mean, I'm just checking. I've got the resource manager open here. Something's causing issues. I mean, the CPU's jumping up and then it's dropping right down. Right now it's at 43%, memory 43% exactly as well, GPU 30. I mean, I've connected back again now. Now I can't grab any charts. ASCII for Quebec. Right, that's fine. Got the charts up. We've got the approach. Wicked. Right, now let's try and do something a little bit more educational. Right, let's get the Luton arrivals in. We're going to be routing in via Banver. There's Banver 302. We've got a restriction at Mayfield after Undog. There we are, flight level 200. It says it on my chart really clearly. My work chart says Mayfield flight level 200, not so clear on the Jet chart. I really... Jeppesen charts are good, but there you go, flight level 200 by Mayfield. I just find the information provided on them is a little bit unstructured sometimes, and not wherever you'd find it. Turn the weather radar off. That could help performance, I guess, because yeah, that's probably trying to scan that in or something. Right, weather radar. I mean, I'm trying to think what else could I turn off to help improve performance. I don't recommend turning the weather radar off at any phase of flight. Let's turn all this off. Yeah, I don't know if anyone could look on the forum and see if anyone else has had reported performance issues with the screens. Maybe we could do something to fix that. That would be cool. That would be massively appreciated. Mayfield Vaton. Vaton then on the 025 radial, speed limit point 250 knots at Delta 205 Papa. That's coded, and then we're going to go to Barkway VOR, Barkway, and then we go around to Buster and hold. Now, that's the arrival you'd do if it was really busy. You'd carry on with this, hold at Buster. Where's the holding point there? Or ASCII, sorry. After Buster, you go to ASCII. And then hold here at the assigned altitude. So there's ASCII. However, what's likely to happen, they might vect you, if you're lucky, right-hand downwind, but I should think, it's been a very long time since I've been to Luton, but I should think we'll do this arrival, get towards Barkway, and then you get vectored from Essex radar, and you do a left-hand downwind for 08. I'm not 100% sure, we'll see what happens with ATC, and go from there. Oh, Dougal, it's a known issue, there is no fix, wonderful. At the moment we're still on VATSIM though, it's probably because I'm staring at the FMC. So /2000 or above. So at the moment we're just routing after Buster direct to the centre fix. There is the centre fix. What we could do, I mean, look at that, the centre fix is actually quite close. We're just going to create a waypoint here if we can. I've never actually tried this in the flight factor. Let's try 3, 4, 5 at 4. Oh, nice, that works perfectly. So we're going to make a waypoint here, and this would be... Oh, I don't want to go to Buster then, I want to go to CF08. Execute. Ooh. There we go, that's quite nice. Let's build that quite nicely. Now, I don't think we'll get a shortcut to a 6-mile final, but at least we've got something coded in the FMC to allow for that. And we'll switch this to... map. Right, so that's everything to do with the star. How do I get this back to map? There we go. Let's increase the scale slightly. I can't believe on Discord we flicked a coin earlier to decide whether we get this display. I wish it landed tails, not heads. We're cruising at Mach decimal 80 at the moment, but no doubt you're going to catch up because I know VATSIM when it slows down will slow me up. So you might want to descend lower and jump ahead of me. We've got traffic ahead of above us as well. By 1,000 feet. Where is he? Or below? Back at 7.1. Back at 2,500. Yeah, we'll hopefully get some ATC. It seems to have slightly improved. Yeah, it's scraping the barrel. Yeah, FPDS. Yeah, thanks, Mick. Yeah, I think we've established that was what was causing the issue. And it's we all learned something, so now I know not to ever use these screens again. I don't have the PC to do it well. As you well know, if you watch my videos quite frequently, I've got a reasonably good PC, and I've never had issues like this. We're turning off the lower ICAS, yeah. It's like, can you remember Apollo 13, where they just try and turn off various systems to get more power? Let's try and turn off as much as we can. Right. Turn off. Should I turn off one of the engines, guys? Less for the PC to think about, isn't it? Banter. Right, anyway. Order brake will have... it's quite a short runway, Luton, so we'll go order brake 4. I don't know everything we could do there. Right, so yeah, happy with the approach, guys. ASCII vectors onto Luton, runway 08. Here's the approach. Weather's very much forecasting runway 08. In fact, the latest surface wind showing 030 at 15. That was an hour ago. Let's have a look at Luton's 050 at 14. So yeah, it's quite a brisk wind there. Crossing coming in from the left. 6 degrees 102. So it's cooled down a lot in the UK. Last few days. Let's get the ILS tuned. 109.15. As we're about to get booted off again, and rightfully so. 075. Off we go from VATSIM. So I just wait until the frames again get above 20. Oh, and we're getting a Windows blue circle. Yeah, and when I actually check the resources now, it's at 100%, so my computer is now flat out working out whatever's going on. Yeah. CPU 100%. Oh, now it's dropped down to 50. 46. There we go. It's gone right down now. 46. Yes. Oh, wow, that's crazy. Turn off the autopilot and nav guidance. I'm going to get some interesting suggestions, no doubt. Cool. So what else I need to do is set the minimums. 109.15 we have. 075 is the course, and I think we just leave it there, which we've set. Minimums then. Cat 1, 200 feet AGL, so 715. Yeah, when we get on stand, what we'll do, we'll switch the screen to see if there's a performance change as an experiment, and then we'll know if it was for sure. The minimums, what do I say, it was 715. I mean, there's a lot of information on this monitor, to be fair. 715, and the QNH Luton 1027. So we can preset all of this. Just reconnecting to VATSIM, guys. I mean, yeah, I don't think it's Expire or VATSIM for sure. Definitely this thing, because we've been on VATSIM on events where they've had 50, 60 aircraft and no problems. Cool. So that's all set. Was it? Yeah, minimum. I'm not going to set them. I'm just going to set the QNH this side. I'm not going to bother with the minimums. There we are. So I think we're all set up. Happy with approach, guys. ASCII for Quebec. We're going to come in here. Everything else we've got tuned in. Coming in here. Lots of restrictions. London's very busy. Have to comply with those. Left downwind, I guess, for Luton 08. If we're lucky, maybe a right downwind, shortened approach. And then the standard ILS. 915, final approach course is this 1840. If we have to go around, climb straight ahead to the locator, we'll need to tune that actually 345 Luton to hold or as directed. You go straight to Essex radar and then you get vectored for another approach. So 345, it's there already. Perfect. Cool. Guys, thank you very much for all your help, by the way, the last half an hour, try and find out what the issue was. We'll crack on as planned. Like I said, the frames are just holding up above to ensure that we won't get booted off. But yeah, if it gets to the point in London where we're causing any issues at any of the controllers, we'll go straight off the network because it's very busy there, and we don't want anyone to have to worry about that sort of thing. But yeah, that's it. Guys, thank you very much. And Christopher, should you inform ATC? I won't, but obviously if they're seeing they're having issues, I'll go straight off the network. And looking at ATC, it's looking really busy in London. We're at London Centre, lots of traffic around. And they've got a herd of alpacas coming their way. Cool, actually what I'm going to do, whilst there is currently no ATC, I will just take this opportunity to have a quick break, and I'll be straight back in 5 minutes. What's going to be the best view to ensure that we have the best performance? Guys, I'm going to look at the sky. I think that will help slightly there. And I'll see you straight back in 5 or 6 minutes. Thanks a lot, guys. Oh guys, so sorry, I forgot to put the music on. I've just come back now. Oh, we're still on VATSIM. I think that's because we're staring into outer space, but yeah, you could have had a little bit of... You'll have that for the replay, don't worry. Thanks guys, sorry I didn't even put any of the Be Right Back screens on, but I had to run to the little boy's room. Anthony Z, there it is. I thought I put it on. I accidentally pushed the. It didn't push when I selected it on the iPad. Joe Drage, you just came into Luton, they vectored you to Centrefix. Was that from the south, Joe, or did they actually get you to fly the Star, or did you come straight in? Why is it orange under LNAV? That's just to tell you that mode is selected. Oh, I miss having an EFIS here, flipping heck. Fine in the real aircraft, but not in flight sim, that's a real pain. That's better. I mean, the performance here is a little better, that's because we're coming to the sea. We're hitting around 27, 26. If it stays like that, that's fine. But London, oh, and I've got all of flipping Heathrow, Orfo, traffic. We'll have to pray in chat. Dan, can I fly 737 the default FSX? I did suggest that, but I'm not going to fly FSX default 737. It's so old and outdated and not like the real aircraft. Thanks, Will. Cool. So yeah, what's this FMC message? Reset MCP altitude, good. So let's initiate our descent. Let's stick in the Mayfield restriction, which was flight level 200. And I guess if I leave it in VNAV, might not, but in the 73 it would initiate descent for us. That's really early, actually. What? They would rather like to have us on runway 26. We can't take 26 today in Luton, it's way too strong a tailwind. 26 is obviously the preferred runway, but yeah, the wind's 050 at 14 knots. I mean, that's like over a 10 knot tailwind for runway 26, not going to happen. Definitely runway 08 today, buddy. I mean, that said reset MCV altitude very early as well. Look, we're only just 10 miles from top of descent. Sounds windy. It's quite windy. Yeah. Come on, PC. You can do it. Yeah, I said I don't think it's the PC, guys. Huh? Say that again? Oh, Tim's here. Tim, sorry. Mariana just said Tim's here. Good. Hopefully your good omens and spirits will help us today. We've been struggling a little bit. Actually, we need to send a message in Discord to... I've got blank names. I'm so sorry. But, yeah. Whoever it was, was it Burak? I can't remember if it was Burak or not. Whoever said get the monitors, you are to blame. I think we've done everything for the setup anyway, and yeah, we'll definitely fly this aircraft again because it is brilliant. So yeah, don't be disheartened by the flight factor 7.5. I think it is one of the best payware aircraft out there. It's just the monitors I hear have caused me personally quite bad performance, and I don't know if hopefully they can rectify it, or hopefully we'll definitely revert. Well, that's alarming. Oh my God. Now, I'm pretty sure they don't spool down that quickly. Did that happen last stream? Probably did. That's insane. Oh, gotta keep... Yeah, I know. We're trying, buddy. No, those engines spooled down very fast. Well, down we go. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to do this approaching VATSIM, guys. I think we'll log off because it's going to kick me off now. Look, there we go. We've been disconnected. Our frames are still at 20 frames per second. London ATIS is showing runway 08 in use. Luton ATIS? Really? I doubt that. Thank you very much, Ian Crusty, for joining as a member on my channel. Glad you're enjoying the content. Thank you very much, and you'll be invited to the members-only Discord. And you'll get all the exclusive content. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm just contemplating, guys, whether we should go back on, because we've been booted off every minute now. Now it's okay, but look, it's holding at 19.9 frames per second for around 30 seconds or so. I don't think it would be right of me to stay on the network. I know a lot of guys would like to see me stay on. We'll jump back in the 7.5 this week anyway, without the screens. I know you've got me to go on. Yeah, Tim, I agree. Stay off is my advice. I know you'd want to go on. I would stay off. I agree. I think, and I know it's not going to obviously please everyone and that you want to stay on and stuff, but unfortunately we can't. It would be bad of me to go on the network with these performance issues and stuff. So I think I will stay off now. We'll deal with the issues here and let other people fly the approach. So yeah, guys, especially the Luton controller too. I know he messaged me right at the start saying he was looking forward to it. I can only apologise, but yeah, we've got to respect other users on VATSIM. Otherwise, I know we'll start slowing down and popping off and on the network. It would be crazy. So guys, yeah, we're going to carry on offline. Apologies for that. We were streaming all our flights offline on VATSIM, but unfortunately, it would be incorrect for us to do it. So yeah, what we'll do, we'll fly the rest of the arrival. And then we'll kind of self-vector ourselves on, and we'll go from there. But yeah, guys on VATSIM, continue the flight. Best of luck to you. And that we'll leave the speech there. And I must apologise because Marianne has been telling me off. I've been moaning and whining, trying to fix this issue the whole time. It's been a bit of a boring stream, no doubt. So I'm sorry it's not been as educational. But these things very occasionally do happen. And hopefully, I mean, look, now we're getting 30 frames per second, but no, I think it's best if we stay off now. I'm only going to cause more issues. Cool. Maybe save the flight, fix the screen, and log on later. Yeah, I could, but to repeat the whole flight again would be some time. We might do back on VATSIM. Joe Drage, they began vectoring towards Buster before turning left to backtrack ILS. Got vectored up from the north. Yeah, that makes sense. Flight Sim Mega, are you going to stream next weekend? Yeah, I think so. My plan is either to stream tomorrow. I'm not sure about tomorrow yet because I've got a lot of stuff to do prior to that, so I might take a break for a few days. Thursday and one of the days this weekend. I'll have a look at what VATSIM events are going on, and we'll go from there. Blaze, what was the issue as I'm about to go on VATSIM? No issue. We think, pretty certain it's to do with the screens that I've installed on the 7.5, which are causing performance issues. Log off we're no longer on VATSIM, guys, we are off. And we'll let VNAV do its thing. It seems to be sending a bit of a headwind here. It's not idle for us, it's like a VNAV path with speed. Again, that's maybe how the 7.5 works. Maybe Mike will have a bit more of an insight. Because I know the 7.8, in the 7.3 we have a complete idle path VNAV descent with my operator's VNAV logic. But here, a little bit different. Big Truck the Giant, take care, Captain, until next time. I don't get confused, I'm still going to do the entire flight till completion. We're just logged off VATSIM, that's all. How many likes? Did we reach 757 likes today? How are we up to? 633. Guys, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. We will fly the... we want to get 757 likes. What I was about to say is... I will try and do something different on the approach, maybe a raw data. I know someone was asking if I could do a raw data approach, so we might have a look at that. I can't. I've not even landed this aircraft since yesterday. I did a practice one. I had nothing set up. That worked out all right. Joe, I think the CNAD layer is causing a large amount of lag. Yeah, I occasionally have that VATSIM message come up saying I have low frames, but it's usually not. We're pretty certain it's been the new screens. Like I said, we'll get on stand and I'll have a play, see if the frames change. We were trying some other things and explained that it didn't change the frame rates, so we shall see. Will Bewley, can all of the 9 haters please like the video? We always get some people who just like to log on and dislike things. Scouse Clock, good afternoon to you, sir. What have you missed? Not much. We're currently in the descent into Luton. We've had to log off VATSIM, but for technical reasons, not as opposed to the usual issues. Yeah, you see, look at the frames. Look, they're okay, but they keep spiking down to 19.9. So I think this is just to comply. I love the realism, but one of the things that's quite hard about the 7.5 in a desktop simulator is your ability to look at these screens and the EFIS panel at the same time. You have to kind of like keep going up and down, which is a bit annoying. Thank you very much, Jensen, for the £3 donation. I do MRO for a large UK airline. Am I being stupid? What's MRO? I should probably know what that stands for. 4 days ago, I found a Mars bar wrapper lodged behind the light panel on a 7.3 overhead. How did you manage this? It wasn't me, Jensen. Thank you very much. Is that maintenance something? You're an engineer, perhaps. Yeah, no doubt you find all sorts of things we leave in the flight deck. I'm very good. I always take all my belongings, food, wrappers, banana skins, put them in the bin. I don't leave anything edge in any panels. Thanks very much, man, for the donation. And hopefully I'll see you in chat what MRO is. But yeah, Mayfield restriction. You can see the we call it unofficially the green banana. You can see it's on Mayfield for flight level 200. So we'll comply with that restriction. Unbelievably, I seem to be getting the performance now. Like, what is going on? Look, it's a bit smoother. What is going on? I don't understand. I have X-Pilot still on. I mean, really? Is that? I think that's probably because I'm over the Atlantic. Look, Atlantic. Oh, I'm losing it today. Over the English Channel. It's too late to log on now. We're well within London airspace. It's just my luck. Look at the performance. It seems okay now. What do you think, guys? I don't know. I think we should stick with being offline. But look, the performance is fine now. Unbelievable. I think we'll leave it. I just don't want to cause any problems. JJ, stupid clouds, probably. Thank you very much, Michael R, for joining as a member. Welcome to the channel. Glad you're enjoying the content.
Approaching minimum.
Welcome on board, sir. Yeah, I agree for the flight deck. I think I was being a bit ambitious. So approaching flight level 200. Mayfield, and then we're going to be level for a short while because you can see a VAT on 31 miles is only going to be at 178, so it's a gradual descent from there. Flight descent, water throttle holes in thrust. When thrust is returned to idle, hold displays during descent. When MCP selected altitude is captured, water throttle mode changes to speed. And does it plan for idle thrust descent, or does it always descend with the thrust engaged? So I know you can get the 737 VNAV logic. You can have like a, I can't remember the other name, but we have an idle thrust descent VNAV logic. Captain 393, how do you get the flight info on the top of the screen like that? That's an overlay from Sim Toolkit Pro, and then you get all the flight information at the top there. You can see that Nightbot, perfectly timed. Sim Toolkit Pro is one of the plugins I'm using. Thanks, Mariana. We're almost at the like target. Hit that button if you haven't already. You are good, aren't you? There we are, about to make the Mayfield restriction perfectly. It's crazy, isn't it? I can't believe it's now okay. But I think we'll just crack on offline. What's this little message here? Altitude alert. I know what else could have been causing the issues. The French. It seemed that we had performance issues over France. Now we're over Blighty. Completely fine. There's the Mayfield restriction. flight data sim goes offline, they all go offline. Has everyone cancelled the flight? Well, like, they shouldn't do that. I hope they haven't. I can see plenty of aircraft going into Luton. Plenty of alpacas, but London Centres is no longer online. French Fremantle strike, perhaps. But yeah, I mean, look, now, fine. It's okay. I mean, I'm moving my head around here, and it's completely
50,
okay.
40, 30.
Thank you very... Oh,
20,
wow, Pontius Pilot,
10.
very generous £25 donation coming in here. I think this will be a Microsoft and message.
Hope you are not moving too far from Wiltshire. Would love to have you in the faux seat one day. Would learn more in an hour than 20 hours of YouTube videos.
Well, thank you very much, Pontius Pilot, for your donation. I don't know where you think I live, and it's certainly not Wiltshire. I might do live near Wiltshire, but we'll put a curveball in there. Would love to have you in the FO seat one day. Would learn more in an hour and 20 hours of YouTube videos. Well, thank you very much, Pontius Pilot, for your donation. We are moving, but not too far away. And yes, one day. A bit of hesitation from the message there. But yeah, thank you very much, and that's very kind. I'm sure 20 hours of my YouTube videos will be enough, though. Yeah, like performance now, fine. Like you see a bit of stuttering, but yeah, look back to 19.9. Yeah, definitely the right decision. You know, you always make those decisions in life when you always afterwards think, yeah, was that the right decision? But I think overall, yes. That plane has started farting again. It does make a strange sound. Oh, I think we need to go down further. So there's no message or top of descent point. That's a bit different to the 7.3. Let's go down to flight level 80 now. Just please don't get disheartened by this aircraft, though. It is good. It is a good add-on. Now, I pushed VNAV, a bit high on profile. I wonder what the 7.5 does. Will it dive for that? Or will it try and maintain speed? We'll stick, I think, with what we have planned in the FMC. Let's increase the scale here. Where is the EFIS? It's taken me about 15 seconds to work out where this control is. It's tricky to find all this stuff. There we are. So yeah, we'll stick with the plan. We'll go towards Barkway, downwind, and then straight onto the approach. That will work out beautifully. Anthony Teal chicken recipes. Behave yourself. Stuart Little, come on, 87 more likes. Yes, if you just tuned in for the approach into Luton, we're trying to get up to 757 likes for the 757. We're going to self-position ourselves onto the approach for 08. We've got a nice strong headwind today. Should be fine. Tom Kibby, shame you're not on VATSIM. You won't be able to speak to Alpaca Director. Nothing to say on there. I don't think I've actually ever said it. I've been very close to. So now it's on. So this VNAV path is very shallow. It's around 500 feet per minute descent rate. Very different to the air. It's very different to the 7.3. It's cool though. How many track miles have we got? 73, so ideally we're around 22,000 feet, and we've got 18,000, so we're a little bit low on profile. The Mayfield restriction obviously put us very low, and now we're just doing a gentle step descent. There we are, overhead VAT on. So now outbound from the 025 radial, this is based off, is that Bovingdon, Bravo November? Not sure. Or maybe it's 025, or maybe we're just inbound off the Parkway VOR. Yeah, radial 205 inbound Parkway, it's not based off any other. Right, seatbelt signs coming on. you can refrain from smoking. Legend FIFA 260, where are you? I should say we're just close to London here. Just south of London. No, that's Q&H. No, that's VRF speeds, which we need to set. Where's my scale? That's what I'm looking for. There we go. We selected our approach speed. Now, am I right in thinking, if I remember, flap 30 is the standard landing flap in the 7.5? Well, we got how much fuel? 5.2. Yeah, 5,300 kilos on board. We're going to arrive at 4.9, so burning about 300 kilos. Landing weight 80.5. Let's use flap. Oh, come on, double click it. There we go, flap 30. It's added all my ref speeds for me. Excellent. Yep, flap 30. Thanks, Jamlin. Tom asking for a friend's alpaca's flammable. Interesting. Airport's that there. Is that Stansted? I think that looks like Stansted. Straight in. 04. MRK 62685 of all the London area airports. Do you have any particular favourite? I've been to all of them except Heathrow. They're always a bit on the ball, but the London controllers are excellent. Do you have any particular favourite? I mean, not really. I've been to all of them though, from various airports and bases in our network. Jamley, did you manage to input the forecast winds? No, and I think if I remember rightly, it's not modelled in the flight factor. I tried to put some in, but it didn't accept them. Josh, Flight Sim, are you on VATSIM? Nope, we've logged off. We've had some performance issues today with the computer. Sorry, Tom. No, all of them. Sorry, no. I haven't been to London City. No, the four. Let's say the four serving airports for most passengers. Raymond Noodles, how long have you been flying for? I mean, commercially at my operator, it'll be 9 years this year. I started flying when I was 16, so I've been flying aircraft nearly half of my life now. Started flying gliders at 16. Better turn some lighting up on here, otherwise we won't be able to see anything in a second. Doesn't seem to be turning up anything. Is there any more lighting controls around? Let's turn a little bit of everything on. A bit of dome light. Oh, that seems. Oh, no, where are we going? Drag required. Okay. That seems to have ruined the lighting slightly. Let's turn the dome down. There we go. So VNAV speed. So it's now going to like level change, pitching for the speed, which will be. Oh yeah, it was a speed limit point. That's fine. We'll level off at flight level 130 then. Let's be 250 knots at the speed limit point, 205 Papa, and now we're going to continue descending. So there's SLP speed limit point, point number 2, point number 2. Nope. 2. Positioning flights from city to there. Where's that? Okay. Well, it is a speed limit point anyway for 250 knots, and then we're going to go to Barkway, and then yeah, if it was busy, hold at ASCII. Instead, we're just going to vector ourselves downwind. Oh, is that scale again? There we are. And now the performance is acceptable, but yeah, I'm going to quit talking about it. I'm really annoyed to have to go off VATSIM. Jez Bass, what is the worst turbulence you've ever had? Worst turbulence I had going to... Now, where was it? We were going somewhere... I think it was either Corfu or one of the islands in Crete, and it was over the Alps, and no CB activities, clear sky, and there were reports of kind of mountain wave weather, of moderate turbulence. Okay, so we're like, okay, put the seatbelt sign on. and I was still an FO at the time, and captain's a brilliant captain. He said he had a funny feeling it's going to be bad, and I was like, oh, okay, no problem. We got a bit closer, and we heard some report severe turbulence. Now, severe turbulence is rare. Severe turbulence is defined as partial loss of control at times and stuff. And I wouldn't say we had severe turbulence, but it was close. And it was, yeah, I mean, the aircraft, it was like, it didn't feel like it hit something, but it felt like you hit a block of air which was going a different speed or direction. The aircraft just went up 200 feet, autopilot disconnected. I was pilot flying, I grabbed the controls, captain, and took over as instinctively would. And yeah, it was like we hit. It was like you imagine if you were running quickly down a road, and then you put your foot on a treadmill going 15 miles an hour in another direction. That's what it felt like in the aircraft. But in a vertical sense, not a lateral sense. And we climbed about 200 feet really quickly. But thankfully, we'd stopped the cabin service, so everyone was sat down. It came here, and then as soon as we hit the top of this 200 feet, the speed dropped right off, and we had to basically we had max continuous thrust already programmed in the FMC, so the auto throttle we overrid set that, and we just let the aircraft descend back to the altitude. And we got about to 380. We nearly had to descend further to recover the speed. But yeah, I remember that day quite well. But yeah, that was the worst turbulence I've had. Don't worry, guys. This stuff is rare, and the aircraft can take it, but they do occasionally happen. Right, anyway, let's do the post-cruise checks. Fuel, we have 5 tons on board. That's about 2 hours, an hour 45 minutes endurance in the 7.5, I think. APU's off. Pressurization, I've been looked at this all day, is set. Seatbelt signs on, and then we do a recall check here. There we are, check's complete, and what I'm going to do, guys, is now kind of vector myself downwind. So I'm just going to go here. We'll imagine that they said, okay, Alpaca 757, it's Essex radar, turn left heading 260 degrees, vectors for ILS approach. You know, on vectors ILS approach runway 08. There you go. So it's just like being on Vatsu, guys. Perfect. What's happened then? Tim, what have you donated? £10. Thanks, Tim. Again, as a member, no need. A bit late, sorry, nail that landing. The ex-turned up. He's always making jokes about his ex-wife in Discord. Thanks again, Tim. Very, very kind of you for your continued support and donation. No doubt we'll find out what the banter's more about later. I do love talking here about your ex-wife.
50, 40.
Well, Bewley, you could be my ATC. Yeah,
20,
if you can keep up in chat.
10.
Thank you. Right, out cap, that's fine. So what I'm going to do now is set 3,000 feet. We're going to go, let's go flight level change. I think it's just like level change in the NG. Latest QNH we'll just grab as well. No, that's going to put us very low very early. Let's not do that. Let's go vertical speed. Set about 1,000 feet per minute. We want to still be doing 250 knots here. Why? I don't understand why VNAV is saying we're on profile. I think if we're doing... Oh no, I think that's good actually, to be fair. We'll roughly follow the VNAV profile of vertical speed. Let me just grab the local QNH again in Luton, see if it's changed. QNH Luton is 1028. Now... It'd be quite cool... I obviously know for realism's sake you have to set them independently, but obviously in the life of a desktop simulator pilot, having to do 2 of them, it's a little bit laborious. I far prefer to have it synced. And again, I know it's not realistic, but it just makes your life so much easier in a desktop. So this is actually, this centre fix point is vectoring us to quite a short final. It's well within 10 miles. You can see here, this centre fix, look, it's at 5.5, so we'll actually go slightly past it, and then we'll kind of route direct
50,
to that point,
40,
and we can do a shortish
30,
approach
20,
onto final.
10.
Thank you very much, Positive Rate, for the £2 donation. Get Jack a dentist stick or other treats. Thank you very much, Cadence, for your donation. Sorry that you're not flying with us anymore, but I'm sure you'd be well aware of the issue we had with our performance. But I hope you're enjoying the rest of your approach, and no doubt we'll get something for Jack. Jack's I'm quite surprised Jack's not the fattest dog from a flight sim streamer. You know, the guy's so generous. Thank you. Cool. So yeah, we're downwind. You can see our little aeroplane here. We'll continue on our way, and then we'll kind of self-position onto the approach. We'll keep the speed around 250 knots and keep this kind of nice, gentle descent. Todd Gilby, flight deck to sim, the man of the butter. Yeah, let's see. Actually, the first time we flew the 7.5, we absolutely did butter it in. It was beautiful. I don't think we're going to get what we did last time. It was definitely less than minus 100. Perfect. Guys, so close. 736 likes. I'm sure with this last one push, just get us up to 757 for the 757. That would be absolutely wicked. We've almost got 757 people watching, which would equally be befitting. 757, 757 people watching, 757 likes. All of them.
50, 40, 30.
Thank you very much, Jez Bass or Bass, for your donation. If we're talking about the fish, thank you very much for your £2 donation. Very, very kind. Oh dear, very, very good. 7,572 like, guys. Exactly. 11 haters. 11 Llama Airway pilots. 777 likes. Fantastic, guys. Thank you very much. Sweet. Very kind of you. Right, again, look, you can see we're 2,000 feet high, but again, that's based on us going straight away into this 5 mile point. I'll do a slightly more of a 10 mile intercept here. In fact, we'll just increase our rate of descent slightly to around 1,000 feet per minute. We can update the FMC. Execute. $11 people playing Flight Sim 2000. Standby altimeter, very good. That was the one thing I forgot. Well spotted. You win our today's prize, which is a virtual hug from one of our alpacas. How do I set the QNH? That's the big question. Right. Oh, there we go. You have to push this in, apparently. Well, there we are. So 1028. There we are. Happy days. 4 degrees, probably a squidge of engine anti-ice, and I again remember from last stream there's no need to put the start switches in continuous in the 7.5. I think we can just turn the engine anti-ice on, if I can find it. It's around there in the 7.3. Staring right there, we are, engine anti-ice. Lovely jubbly. Oh, a little bit of turbulence here. So we can actually, no, we can route direct to our 5 mile centre fix in the FMC. Still a little bit too high to go straight in at the moment, so we'll keep it going down. Again, we're going to aim for like a 8-10 mile final or so. Jojo H, you're getting a bit of deja vu. Yeah, you just flew this approach. A little bit cloudier than I was hoping as well. This is another thing in Expo. You don't get the idents. Like where? Oh, we do have the ident. My apologies. It's just the information is transposed a little bit differently. So I'm guessing that's the. No, that's not DME. That's the distance here, 7.5. So yeah, we don't have any ILS information or DME. Or there we are. Look, we just had the glide slope and localizer scale. Right, I'm going way too fast as well. Let me just get back to the game here. So we'll give ourselves a little bit of a left turn here, and the turn should help us slow down because I brought the vertical speed right back. There we are, under the cloud base now. Pop the engine anti-ice off. Performance is fine now. Platform's 2000, so we'll descend down there. It's kind of self-positioning, as you remember. Since you left Bansu, I think we deserve a butter. No pressure, as per usual, from my chat members. There we are on base leg. Speed's good, so we're going to select flap 1 now. Bug 180 knots, that's the recommended speed on base leg by ICAO. And we'll give ourselves a little turn on to final. A little bit lower than I'd liked, but we've brought our vertical speed right back to 300 feet per minute. Yeah, and again, it is so similar to the 737 in many ways. The Boeing just make all their aircraft very similar to operate. So yes, there's some minor differences in systems. There's a few things which I don't fully understand with how VNAV works in the 7.5 and the logic, but essentially it is just a big 7.3. Right, on a nice intercept here, it was alarm Vorlock initially, which is over here. Nice, 30 frames per second now. But lovely time to fly the approach. There's the leading in lights. Another thing which would be quite cool if they could fix an X-plane, when you're coming in at this kind of angle, you wouldn't see the lights as clear as that. Once you get turned on to final with the direction of lights, that's when all the lights would come into view. That sort of makes sense. Thank you very much, Graham, for your donation there. Let's see what Microsoft Bill has to say.
Love the streams and have learned loads from you. Still can't butter a landing, though.
Thank you very much, Graham. No doubt if you keep practicing the three P's, practice, you'll get yourself doing a butter in no time. Thank you very much, man, for your support. Appreciate it. Right, localizer alive, set runway heading. Oh, has it done it for me? It has. That's quite cool. 075. Right, arm approach. Let's go flap 5. Still doing a sort of inefficient continuous descent. Overshot the localizer slightly. Looking a-okay. So you look at that strong headwind there. Look, 26 knots. Luton, we didn't even look at the landing forms. I just selected order brake 4. Just try and get this checked before the glide slope comes alive. There we are. So, yeah, 2,100 metres. We'll try and aim to vacate here by Alpha. So that's going to be around 1,1700. Quite short, really. That's why I have order brake 4, one off less than max in the 7.5. But this has such a low approach speed. We should have no issues with that at all. Right, glide slope's coming alive. I can no longer remember the configuration for the 7.5. We've got flap 15. I think we can go flap 15 now. Then is it gear down flap 20? Can't remember. Oh, look, it's doing the speed for me. That's quite cool. So where's my DME from here? Where's the DME for the ILS? This is the distance to the next waypoint in the FMC, but I can't see any ILS DME here from Luton. Don't know. Here comes glide slope capture. There we are, missed approach altitude, 3,000 feet set. Lovely. Spitfire RF 100, my local airport. Let's get up on it. Let's see if we can get your landing guesses in, because we're going to now configure. Gear down, flap 20. Landing, check this flap. Start switches, I'll leave it auto. Recall, checked. Speed brake, I haven't even touched that all day. How do I arm it? No, that's extended it. There we are, arm green light. Well, there's no green light. Landing gear down, G green. Order brake is set. Select the landing flap now. We'll go 25 initially. And straight to flap 30. Buckets ready to boy, Steve. Yeah, we're not in the Tupolev today. Cool, blimey. Revving away there, those engines. Right, I need to match my throttles up, don't I? This throttle blocked thing. Right, so flaps, we've got 30 as requested. There's no other lights to confirm they are. We've got the gauges there. All the lights are on. We'll imagine the checks are complete. We are clear to land. So, disconnecting. Oh, no. My normal joystick buttons aren't working, so we'll do that. And we'll do that. There we are. Throttle blocked. Okay, well, I'll try and... There we are. Right, so we're fully disconnected now. I can barely see the PFD in front of me. 2 whites, 2 reds. Crosswind from the left then, 030. Oh, I said I was going to do this raw data. Well, that's sort of cheating now, but because I'm so close in. But yeah, we'll do a raw data soon on stream, I promise, guys. So yeah, just following the glide slip indications, rate of descent you can see right below here. Want to be maintaining around 750, 800. Well no, actually we're going very slow, around 700, 750. But glide slope's looking okay. Speed's nicely under control, 132 knots on approach speed today.
50.
Approaching.
Very inappropriately timed donation, but thank you very much, Stephen. Stacey, just make sure you land better than I did the other day in Stansted, minus 590. Oh, I shouldn't be reading that. Thank you very much for the donation. Really appreciate that. We'll see if we can do better than a minus 590.
500.
Checked. So yeah, there's 130. That's our VREF. So slightly left of centre line to make a slight turn here to get back on. Otherwise, 2 reds, 2 whites looking good. You want to keep that runway in the same point in the windscreen, all the way down to the threshold. Approaching the minimums here. 3 whites, tad high, just a small correction to fix that. Don't want to be doing more than 1,000 feet per minute, sorry. There we go. Back onto the... That's not correct. Don't, you stay there. Yeah, you behave yourself. 3 whites, tad high.
100.
That's going to become a meme, I think, on my streams. Right, there we go. Look at the end
50,
of the runway.
40, 30,
check.
20,
Close.
10.
Hold the attitude. Hold the attitude. Hold the attitude. Where are you, runway?
I need you parked on.
Where's my landing rate gone? Oh, everything's broken today. Speed brakes up. Oh my goodness, what's happened? My landing rate thing's gone. Right, speed brake up. Reverses. Manual braking. It was definitely minus 50. Alright, manual brake, there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to London Luton. The local time is exactly 8 o'clock. There we go, order brakes. Alright, that doesn't disconnect there. There we are. Oh, well, no doubt it was butter. I have absolutely no idea where the landing rate calculator's gone. Everything stopped working.
40,
I tested it yesterday,
30,
it worked fine.
20,
now that's not
10.
working. My goodness me, we'll have to do some research, I think, before the next stream. Thank you very much, whoever that was, Kim, for another donation for the €5 there. Sterile Cockpit on short final. Yeah, it should be instead of me blurting away, but they are quite an educational
40,
stream.
30,
Thank you very
20,
much. Cheers
10.
again, newbie, for another donation. Have you heard the rumour about butter? Never mind, I shouldn't spread it.
Have you heard the rumour about butter? Never mind, I shouldn't spread it.
Brilliant. I'll give you 11 out of 10 for that jokey banter. Well done. Thank you very much, guys, for the donation. Oh, well. We've made it here in one piece. Yes, we're not on VATSIM. Yes, we've lost the landing rate calculator. Yes, we've had massive performance issues, and now it's seeming okay. But otherwise, great success, as Borat would say. Right, anyway, let's do some cleaning up. Flaps coming up. Speed brakes up. So yeah, it would appear if you brake manually, it didn't want to disarm the auto brake. That's probably another difference between the 7.5 and the 7.3. Going to take Alpha, and then we'll take the next right. This scenery, guys, completely freeware by TDG, who's well known in the explainer community and making some excellent sceneries. Worth taking a look. And a lovely, lovely approach and time to fly. She probably should have nose gear on still.
50, 40, 30.
Thank you very much. 2
20,
tons of love for your
10.
donation. Oh my god, this is a long one. I'm not gonna. Right, let's see what you have to say.
I endured sustained 28 knots and 38 knots gusts with 35-degree crosswind into El Paso, Texas last night in my sim. Your videos and guidance helped me do a successful go-around and re-establish on another runway in the Zippo mod. Keep up the good work. Mega.
Oh, thank you very much. 2 tons of love for your mega donation and comment. Very, very kind, and I'm glad my education allowed you to do a go around in what sounded like quite challenging conditions, and it sounds like you did well getting it on the ground on another runway. So thank you very much. You're most welcome for the streams and tutorials. Very kind, and thank you for such a lovely message. Yeah, the Zippo. Love that. The Zippo mod. Right, let's crank up that APU. Now what's wrong? Left fuel system pressure again. Oh, I don't know. It's a 7.5 thing. Lol, Microsoft Sally had to take a breath for that one. Like me half the time during my streams. 2 tons of love. Thank you very much. What's he said? Captain, there's water coming out of the bathroom. Brilliant, yes. Mariana played a joke on me yesterday, guys, where basically she got 4 bottles of water and put them in a line going out the bathroom and comes running downstairs. What did you say again? Yeah, there's water coming out the bathroom. So I ran up there, spanner in hand, in my dressing gown, trying to fix the leak, and it was just a few bottles of water on the floor, and he said, water's coming out the bathroom. Unbelievable. Right, let's hop our way onto stand here with the brakes. Unbelievable. Left to echo. I mean, look, the performance now is grand. I think we'll definitely ditch the screens. I mean, Alpaca Airways, we like to invest in the newest technology, but we also realise times are hard. We need to revert back to steam gauges. Right, let's find ourselves a nice little stand. Let's go past the TUI 7. Actually, no. Well, let's take stand 41. That looks very nice. Oh, we've got the UFOs back, flying right over our head. I think you can turn quite late here, the 75. I reckon that should do us. Do miss the Marshal's guidance. Yeah, beauty. There we are, Boeing 752. Correct aircraft. Hopping our way onto stand like a kangaroo with these brakes. Oh, stop, there we go. Right, parking brake is set. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Right, APU generator. I think I can shut the engines down. It says generators on. Well, let's just try and see what happens. Oops. Cut off. Cut off. There we are. The APU's on the bus. Fantastic stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to London Luton. The local time here, 4 minutes past 8 in the evening. Another successful Alpaca Airways flight. Look at all the TUI passengers looking onwards going, oh, I wish I could fly with Alpaca Airways. They're so happy. Look, they can't even get on board the aircraft because the doors are shut. Right, excellent stuff, guys. Brilliant aircraft. Love the flight factor 757. Perhaps the screens, I don't know. It's causing, for me personally, big performance issues. But the aircraft itself, great fun to fly. Really, really enjoyed it. But a safe flight, nonetheless. Very, very good. Right. Probably some other checks to do as well. Anti-collision light that can come off. We'll leave the position lights on. But yeah, fantastic stuff, guys. Love the flight, apart from the minor technical issues we had. Thank you very much, Jason Kitchen, for the £3 donation with a cat saying bye-bye. Very, very kind. Thank you. Evergreen641, you surpassed 757 likes. Fantastic. Thank you very much for all the likes, guys, today. We smashed the 757 target, which is really, really good. And yeah, next stream, I haven't decided yet. We're going to the US at some point this week to carry on our little tour from Boston. I want to go to Atlanta. Whether I do that in the 7.3 or the 7.5, I haven't decided yet. We'll have a think about that in Discord and let you guys know. But please keep tuned up with the channel. Don't forget to subscribe, smash the thumbs up button, put on your alerts, have a look at the social media feeds. Then you'll keep up to date with what I'm doing there. That's very important. Will Beauty Concord, that's coming, and Listerman as well. I'm going to probably wait until we get around 50k or so, a little bit closer, but it is coming, that's for sure. Just having a look at some of the comments then. Brilliant, buddy. Congrats, mega. Stop the clock, someone commented on. Okay. Looking good, nice. And then, obviously, no butter, no butter. We lost the landing rate. No idea what's happened there. I mean, plugins. It's usually on here, isn't it? Where's that gone? Fly with lure, it's one of those things, isn't it? Okay, do 2 more things. We'll have a look when we turn the screens off as well if we get a performance jump. Where do I usually fly that? I don't know. I mean, fly with lure. I know it's one of those things. And where's the list of all the plugins? Avi tab. Thank you very much for joining as a member. Rossboss1998, welcome to the channel as a member. Glad you enjoyed the content. You'll get all the exclusive members only content. Very kind. So, we've got ex-RAS, ex-pilot. I don't know. I'll do some research, guys. Or maybe I should have just turned that off and that would have fixed the issue. I don't know. Right, let's have a look here. Bring up the frames. So at the moment, 26:27.
Are you not going to replay that?
I'm going to replay the landing. Of course I am. Yeah. 2 seconds, guys. We're going to try and see if we can see what the issue was. So 33. Original. It's exactly the same. I don't know. Maybe because we're on the floor or on the ground. I don't know. Let's just switch. Yeah, I think that's around 30, guys. If you look, 30, 20, it's 20, 30 flickering. If I go to original, I mean, it's quite hard to tell. I think that's a bit higher, 37, 38, but I'm sure some of you guys at Discord will help diagnose some of those things, but I think I need to have, and I might ask some of you guys tomorrow to do kind of like a members stream thing on Discord. I think we need a big tidy up of my X-Plane. There's probably some things running in the background here which is causing performance issues. I know one of the members actually messaged me saying, I think I've noticed you've had a slight drop in performance recently, and I said, I don't think so, but I don't know. Probably I can have a tidy up with some plugins and things to enhance performance again. But it looks like, I don't know, a slight performance increase. I don't know. Yeah, I'm hitting about 40 now, so I'm pretty sure it's causing the issue there. But guys, thank you so much in chat for helping me try to diagnose that issue. Really helpful. And then yeah, I mean, I don't know, the stream today I'm very happy with it, but I felt like I was getting distracted with the issues more, which meant I wasn't doing the usual punctual educational stuff. So we'll get back to normality as soon as possible. Cool. So obviously let's cue the new replay music. Where on earth is it? I can't find it. Oh dear, there it is. Are you ready, guys, for some funk? Here we go. I love this new one. Well, I think we broke the 757, look. Let's put ourselves here for our nice sunset approach into Miami. I wish. I love this track so much. There we are, so slight crosswind. Look, looks really good, all the lights. It was almost butter. It could be Miami Vice, this, look. It could be straight out of a film. I think, oh, look at the nose wheel coming down. It's a bit heavy on the rudder afterwards because I was, oh my goodness me. Didn't realise how all over the place we were. It's because I was so shocked the landing rate calculator didn't come up. It looks so much more dramatic from this view. And then all of a sudden I got rammed in the right rudder. Right, let's do one more view. It was butter though. Damn, we were. It's a shame we couldn't see actually what it was. Yeah, you can't see us swinging around as much there. Well, you guess you can. There we go. Tank Slapper, you've got it, Stephen Jenkinson. Excellent stuff, guys. So what I'll do, I'll pop you in a wing view so you can enjoy the landing from a passenger's perspective and a short taxi on the stand, and then we'll end the stream there. Guys, thank you very much for everyone that donated, became a member, subscribed. Special thanks to my moderators as well, the members that look after chat, keep it all clean. Really appreciate it. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. We've got well over 757 likes. Let's see if we can get a few more. Don't forget to subscribe as well. And guys, I might see you tomorrow. If not, it will be on Thursday, so stay tuned to keep up to date with the latest content. Guys, have a great evening, morning, wherever you are. Stay safe during this period of self-isolation, and we'll speak to you all very soon.